Now, recording. Welcome to the return of D&D, the TSVA campaign. Let's dive straight in. First of all, we don't really know why, but Megan and Deanna, our players for Kyro and Sintir, are not present. Maybe they will appear, maybe they won't. I'll do the best to kind of make some choices on behalf of their characters in what is basically going to be a massive fight. Let us begin. Last time, on the ever-changing adventures of the newly dubbed Dysfunctionals, the party continued their journey to Trinstone, but not before having a very close encounter with an owlbear who very nearly stopped the journey permanently, but was bested, slain, and eaten. You also discovered a hidden letter from the princess of the high elven city of Valenskir to a hidden, forbidden lover. The party continued to Trinstone, where you were let in through the large wooden gate, and you headed to the Aberrant Eye Tavern, where you rented rooms for the night from Trent, the silver-scaled dragonborn barkeep. Amidst a quiet evening, you drank, overheard some rumours about a roving orc warband on the other side of the Trine Mountains, and had some altercations with a young man named Arthrin, who now has apparently quite literally been dragged to join the party. Just as you met outside the Aberrant Eye to make your way up the mountain in search of your greater quest, the sound of a deep horn echoed around the town, and up those ancient stairs, twisted howling echoed from outside the Trinstone walls. You ran towards the main gate to find it in the process of being shut by the guards, and you can see through the rising dust cloud and the bodies of a shifting band of gnolls attacking the town. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh god.
I second that.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Okay, what are we looking at?
Well, the good news is I rolled an 18. Bad news, my dex bonus is only +1, so it's 19 total.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I rolled an 8 total.
Okay.
I had very high dexterity too. It was a terrible roll.
Oh.
I rolled a 4.
Hello.
Hey.
I gonna be a song now, isn't it? I rolled a 3, and her dex is plus. Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Just 3.
So it's a 5. Sorry, I'm trying to get grips again.
Kyro rolled really well. Kyro's going first at the moment. Oh wow, these are good rolls. I like this. I like this dice. I'm going to keep on using it. No, I won't. No. 19. Okay.
Please don't.
So, as soon as let's have a look at this. Kyro. Yeah. Okay. So Kyro is going to attempt to, without another word, as soon as he knows that they're gnolls, he's going
We're not
to...
on a fight screen.
Oh, yeah, sorry, let me just do that. Here we are.
As soon as we start, can I look at Arthrin when they start coming in and say, "All right, rogue boy, time to prove yourself. Let's see what you're made of."
He's not with you at the moment. He kind of, you left him pack up his stuff back at his house.
I thought he was with me. I thought I waited for him.
Did
I was under the assumption Eirys dragged him along.
Yeah,
Yeah, Eirys dragged him all the way up to the gate,
happened.
and then that's when everything happened.
Yeah.
Unless he ran away when the gnolls came.
He doesn't have... If you dragged him towards the wall, I was under the impression that you got him to come with you, but he said, "Can I pack up my stuff first?" And you let him do it. And when you guys went back to the central kind of plaza, you saw that the gnolls were coming. So for all you know, he's still grabbing his stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
So he's gonna be with you. He's gonna come out. Not quite yet. Kyro is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna get there, and is gonna make an acrobatics check to attempt to climb up onto the wall. Just kind of swoop up with the action. 9 makes it 13. I'm gonna say that that's okay. He kind of jumps up on and grabs hold of the walkway and heaves himself up, and just about makes his way onto there, immediately behind the guard, who's now facing out and has a bow drawn. The Gnolls. Oh boy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'm going to say these guys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh god, how many are there?
25, 30.
I thought it was the top ones, and I was like, oh, that's not too many, that's fine. And then I scrolled down. I was like, oh crap.
Basically, they just all kind of amass at the entrance to the gate, and the ones at the front, there's like wolves growling and snarling at their feet, and they're all kind of moving up. And behind them, walking more slowly, is a pack lord who kind of like gently kind of like strolls along behind. All of them have dashed, so none of them are going to make any attacks. The gate is closed and is standing strong. None of them can reach the guards there. There's a massive freaking gate that's shut in their face. But they are in a position to start attacking it, start hacking it down. The two bandits at the front kind of like hear the thud of the impact as the bodies of the gnolls like impact on the gate, and they kind of move back nervously, and the two that are on there have their bows drawn, and they're going to make bow attacks on the gnolls as they smash against the wall. Oh yeah, one of them definitely hits, and another one definitely misses. Let's have a closer look. Unfortunately, quite a lot of this is going to be waiting for me to make dice rolls, I'm afraid.
It's all good.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to say they do have. Okay, so let me do 6. Oh, good start. So, the Gnoll, one of them is down here, gets an arrow straight into like the clavicle, upper kind of neck area, and it wedges itself in and snarls. And yeah, there is some resistance. To the Gnollish attack. Yell, it's you.
It's a me. All right. Well then, if my mouse could move. There we go. I will move. Ooh. I'm going to move 15 feet closer.
Okay, remember that there's a big sealed door in the way. 5, 10, 15.
Is it portcullis sealed or?
It's a wooden door. It's a wooden door that operates on a winch, but opens up like a standard door. So there are two halves, and it kind of opens up. There's a vertical, obviously, thing, and there's a massive bar in the way that the guards have slotted into place. It's massive and it's reinforced.
Right.
What would you like to do?
Just reading if I can still do my thing. Okay. I would like to climb up to the top of the wall.
Okay, you can choose to either do athletics or acrobatics to get up there.
Let's go with athletics, as that will be better.
Okay.
That is 13 total.
Okay, that's what Kyro did as well, and Kyro got up, so you managed to climb your way up to the very, very edge of the walkway, and as you kind of get up to the top, you can see the snarling pack of gnolls careening towards, colliding with the door.
Okay. Did that use movement, or was that my action?
I'm going to say you kind of had to jump up and pull yourself up, so that counts as your action.
Fine. That's all I can do.
Alright, is that cool?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Cynthia, what are you going to do, my friend? You are going to... Yeah, Cynthia is going to take a step forward and is going to cast Bless at first level, and what that means is within 30 feet, Kyro, Yell, and I'll say Ella. No.
Hey! Oh.
I've said Ella now, sorry. Get a bit of a buff. You can add a D4 to an attack roll of your choice within the next. Within the next minute. So within the next 10 turns.
Okay.
Since it moves forward a bit, and that's it. On the other side of town, Arthur's door flies open and he starts sprinting towards you guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's sprinting along the path towards you guys.
Oh, there he is.
The Gnoll Pack Lord is obviously moving forward a bit. Eirys, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm going to... If I try to climb... Oh wait, hold on, I've hidden my thing. This building here, would that be the same as if I was trying to climb the wall?
Yeah.
Are they about the same height?
The building's marginally taller.
Okay.
So the slatted kind of roof tiles rise above the wall, and the edge of it, I think the far side does come down to about the level of the wall.
Okay, I'm going to try and climb this building.
Okay, you can roll athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics, please. Oh, okay, not great. 13? Yeah, 13.
I'll say that's enough for you to get up there. But it uses the rest of your turn as you kind of
That's fine.
pull yourself up onto that roof. You're sure-footed enough, to be able to move around without any problems on the roof.
Okay, that will be my turn.
Yeah, Ella.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
sorry, go on.
No.
Am I allowed to stealth for my bonus
your bonus
action?
action, you can try and hide. Yes.
Hiding. Yes, please. Okay, that's better. That's better. 26.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
As you sweep yourself up onto the roof, you just kind of crouch, and everything you can see just over the kind of crest of the building tiles, but you're fairly sure that you're completely inconspicuous.
Sweet.
Ella.
Can I do the same?
You want to
Get
try
up on the
and climb
roof?
Yes,
Yeah.
you certainly can.
I'm doing an acrobatics check. Oh. Oh, Ella.
Have you guys seen Hot Fuzz when the guy jumps over all the fences and then the other guy's
Yeah.
let's try that and gives
Just smashes through. Roll.
5.
Oh, buddy, you run up to the wall and you jump on, trying to be as cool as Eirys, and you just kind of end up sliding back down.
I wish
That is so cute.
It's the hangover,
I can
man.
just
It
imagine
hits you
him.
hard.
Roll for adorableness.
I can just
Natural
imagine her
20.
sliding onto her bum.
Oh.
Okay. That's okay. Right. That's my go, isn't it? So.
I'm gonna let you move around a bit more if you want to do that. Move anywhere else.
Does it count class? So I've only got movement left. I can't cast and hold a spell.
Not unless it takes a bonus action, because that was your action to try and climb up.
Okay. In that case, I might try and move a bit then.
Where would you?
No offense. I don't want to.
Okay.
Um.
Where would you like to go?
You know what? I might actually just move just 10 feet out a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you can see your companions kind of climbing up onto the walkway, and you can see the guards kind of like shifting uncomfortably, and one of them releases an arrow. Kyro is going to attempt to stealth, as in hide, as a bonus action. Makes 8, doesn't quite get there, so the attack is going to be seen by the enemy. But Kyro's going to shoot down at one of the gnolls at the gate as well. He sees that one of them's already been wounded, so he takes a shot at that guy. Okay, 6, 6, 6, 6. Plus 6 is 12. How does 12 do? No, it doesn't hit. The armor just flies and just wedges itself into the hide that the gnoll is wearing and doesn't do any damage. That is all that Kyro can do. The gnolls, they start pushing up against the wall. They start pushing up against the wall. There isn't much, space here because of all of the bodies plowing themselves against. There are 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, there are 7 attack rolls on this door.
Be strong, door. We believe.
Door-san!
Fine,
Finding
door.
inspiration on the door.
If I assist the door, does it get to roll with advantage?
7 of them swung and 4 of them hit enough to do some damage. So, that's not that great. The spear. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 8. 16, 24. The door gets impacted heavily with some forces from outside. Splinters start appearing, and one of the guards just goes, "Oh!" As the Tord takes a whole load of pummeling from the spears that the gnolls are carrying. They've all made impact, but there's only a few that have really managed to cause chunks to fly off. The guards, these two are gonna edge back a little bit more, and the two that are on the walkway are going to make 2 more shots. 1 hits, 1 misses. I'm going to say the one that's already hit the guy is going to try again. Oh, 8. So the one that's been wounded already takes another hit. It's less severe, but there's one gnoll that's pretty badly bloody and bruised. I'm not sure you guys can I get your passive perceptions, please?
12. Unless it's hearing, in which case it's 11.
Okay.
17 for perception.
11.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys don't hear much, but Eirys, you hear yelling.
My hearing. Oh wait, no. Is perception still hearing?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
when you're
Okay,
It's
cool.
just remember I'm half deaf.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I have disadvantages.
You can hear the kind of tramping and the pounding of feet and the yelling of an authoritative female voice echoing down as you see across the way where the circus kind of chants are. A bunch of guardmen making an absolute beeline for the gate, escorted by a female human who's dressed in chainmail armor and has a bow in her hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's them. Yell.
Right. I'm going to raise my foot above or to the level of the gate. Now I'm going to kick down, and as I do, I'm going to have a 15-foot cube thunder wave originate out in that direction.
Let's make some choices then. How many individuals is that going to affect? I'll say from you, 15. Yeah, so it's all of these guys. 1, 1, 2, 3,
It's
4.
basically
All of those
the
guys.
3 are a line, and then up to the wolf.
Yeah. Okay.
By the looks of it.
That's a lot of Constitution saving throws.
Yeah, it is.
Let's give this a go. Con save. None of them have any modifiers, so it's just straight. What do they have to beat?
They have to beat a spell save of 13.
Well,
Was that all?
this one.
That seems low.
These two
Hang on.
succeeded. Okay, makes them. 1, 2, last 3 gnolls.
Oh, yeah, no, 13's right, sorry.
That one failed. That one failed, and now the 3 wolves. That was cocked. Okay, one of them failed and 2 of them succeeded. So the ones that are marked with the skull and crossbones are the ones taking full damage. All of the others take half. Off you go, my friend.
Right, all of the ones that failed get pushed back 10 feet.
That's right. 5, 10. 5, 10.
Ho, 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 ho.
Say that this guy.
I like that roll.
5.
That was a good one.
An 8 and a 6 for my 2d8 thunder damage.
Oh, okay.
So that's 14 points of damage.
Oh yeah, the wolf is freaking gone. Yeah, the wolf gets blown off its feet and yeah, freaking explodes. All the others take 14. That makes things potentially nicer for you. That's a really good time. The
We
others,
might survive.
the others take 7. 7. This guy's wow. This guy takes 7. This guy takes 7. There's a whoomph and a jolt of electricity that explodes around the ground at the base of the gate, and a bunch of them just blow backwards and onto their backs, and one of the wolves just expires as a result of the electricity coursing through his body, and the others just kind of like impact and their bolts of lightning kind of bounce around between their bodies. And yeah, there's one at the front that's looking really, really rough because of the arrows he's taken and now the electricity as well.
I don't know if it affects it, but the thunderous boom caused by the attack does echo out for 300 feet.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
so
if that affects anything.
That just echoes up, slightly up the mountain for a little while, and the Pack Lord at the back kind of looks up, and you and he make eye contact, and he snarls and he raises his spear weapon, and
I
like to imagine that Zendron's on the top of the the temple on the top, like, sounds like thunder.
yeah. He's just munching on like a spring onion, just like.
There's a storm coming.
You're like, I heard something.
I smirk back to the Pack Lord, and then I turn around just to see roughly where my allies are.
You can't see Eirys. Ella's on the ground.
No,
she's dead.
Ella's on the ground, and you can see that Kyro's against the ballast, the kind of spiked wooden logs that make up this wall, with a bow drawn, looking over the side, along with the guards around the top.
Seeing Ella on the ground, I'll turn around, cast a bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Come on,
thanks.
Ella, you got this. Get up and show them what you got.
Bardic inspiration and a blessing.
And you get a 1d6 to one of your rolls.
Wow.
And that isn't damage.
Yeah.
Any one of your rolls that isn't damage.
So you can add a d6 and a d4 to an attack roll that you make now.
With Bardic Inspiration, do you have to declare it before you roll, or can it be added after?
It can be after the roll, but before the decision by the DM.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So like, if you think it's teetering on the edge, you could be
If
like,
it was an ability check or something, you can't wait till they say you failed before you're like, oh, I'll add the d6.
yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
Like, you can roll, see what you've got, and decide whether or not you want to use it then.
That's cool.
Before declaring
That's really good.
failed or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Cynthia is going to. Oh wow, I am not being treated well by Orc Pub. Cynthia is going to turn around and play Heroism. And Cynthia's going to cast Heroism on themselves as he steps forward, like, yeah, it looks like I'm the one who's going to have to do the fight. And yeah, basically.
You call that fine?
Cynthia.
Let's go.
Cynthia gains. Is the paladin wisdom?
Paladin is charisma.
Charisma. Okay, so I'm learning.
If you're talking about the spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, Cynthia gains an extra 3 extra hit points a turn, like temporary hit points, and is immune to being frightened.
I assume you're on about the spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, that's charisma, isn't it?
Yeah, charisma.
And Cynthia's charisma modifier is +3, so it gets an extra 3 temporary hit points at the start of every turn. So that's what Cynthia will do. Go up to the door and it's going to brace. Meanwhile, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Arthrins are running. Eirys, you see around the corner,
Run.
clasping a bow and dressed in a robe that you recognise that he was wearing, a cloak that he was wearing yesterday with the hood up, and a kind of rudimentary, patchy, kind of somewhat damaged leather armour. You see Arthrin sweep around the corner and kind of like in the dirt path. He kind of turns rapidly and lets a spray of dust go by him as he runs towards you guys. The Gnoll boss steps towards
Regular Gnoll. Where even is the Gnoll Lord? Is he on the map yet?
Yeah, he is. He's the one with the white background. He kind of like
I
swoops.
can't see him.
Really?
I can't. Yeah, I can't see a white background.
Oh, I can.
There's a character
Showing up.
there.
We can't see anybody below like
Mhm.
this, like
Oh,
these
okay.
people, these three.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and add another icon then. How about this? Has he appeared?
Yeah,
I can see that
Yep.
one, yep.
we got him.
Okay, he was there. I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, he kind of like the Pack Lord. This is the guy that's been behind them. He takes a step forward and he kind of swings his glaive up onto his back and he draws out a long bow and kind of snarls and lets us shot off at you. Oh yeah, so you kind of like, you don't even need to move and the arrow just goes in the wooden wall beside you.
Is that all you got?
Apparently it is, because he's not doing anything else. Eirys.
I'm going to take a shot at him
Okay.
from where I am. Let me just check my bow range.
What I'll do is I'll say if you move up here, you just about see over the wall. to the
Am I
left
still
of it.
hidden if I move there?
Yeah.
Cool.
See.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You're shooting the Pack Lord, are you?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
He's
In the
face.
face.
Gonna shoot his
Oh
face.
yeah, I got loads of range. I'm going to shoot your face. Okay.
Okay.
22.
Don't forget the sneak attack damage.
Oh, okay. That was just my straight roll, so that's fine. That hits.
Of course.
And then sneak attack damage is an extra 1d6. Is that right?
It is.
You guys, I'm learning how to rogue. I'm so excited. Okay, 1d6. That's 2d6, and then plus
you're
4.
gonna ruin it all by getting a
And I
subclass.
forget,
and not
is the
that.
plus 4 doubled as well for sneak, or is it not?
The add-on isn't. Only the dice is doubled.
Okay. Got it.
Oh,
If
that's a
you
1
get
and a 3.
So 4 plus
Dex
4,
modifier.
8.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dex modifier.
So you
Sorry, the dex modifier is only for the weapon.
Yeah, your dex
So,
modifier is +4, isn't it, Eirys?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 8 points of damage. And Yell, you kind of like watch as the arrow just goes besides, and then from behind you, straight into the front of the Pack Lord. He kind of snarls again.
I smirk
Eirys.
again.
Can I use my bonus action to rehide because I came out for combat?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeehaw.
Oh, that was less good. I did 12.
Okay, that beats their passive perception. So you go back into hidden.
Oh, they are like blind. I'm so glad.
Yeah. That's it. Ella.
Are the gates knocked down?
No,
Or are they still up?
They're damaged. They're about to take another kind of whoop from the gnolls, but
Okay, so
Yeah,
Ella won't be able to see the gnolls just yet then.
not quite. No.
Not quite. Oh bugger. Okay. Okay, that scarfs my plans. Can I stay where I am? And can I cast and hold a spell?
You can decide to hold a spell. Yeah. What would you like to hold?
Can I hold? Can I hold? Can I hold? Can I do that with a cantrip, or does it have?
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
Can I hold a sacred flame?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I'm going to move you over here so you get a better view of the door. As soon as it gets knocked down and you can see a gnoll, you can release the spell. Okay?
Fabulous. Okay, and
Yeah.
can I use the bardic inspiration with that?
Yeah, you can use that
do
whenever.
that when you roll.
Yeah, whenever you make any. Oh wait, no, it's a saving throw for Sacred Flame, isn't it?
Oh
it's
yeah, you can't do it for a saving throw, but you can do it for a
an attack.
roll you make.
Do you have any
Right.
spells? Do you have any spells that you roll an attack for?
Guiding bolt.
Oh yeah, you do that. Do that.
Guiding bolt up the butt.
Right then.
You can
I'm
add
gonna-
an extra d6 and an extra d4 in case you roll terribly. And Guiding Bolt gives another friend advantage on the next attack against that target. So, like, you want to use Guiding
Guiding
Bolt.
bolt up the butt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I hold that then
Yeah.
instead of sacred flame?
So
Okay.
you start preparing the spell, and you look at the door, and you see the kind of bits of wood that are still falling off from the first impact, and you know it's not going to hold out much longer. All right, Kyro is going to attempt to hide again, succeeds in doing so, and is going to turn over and shoot at one of the wolves. Oh, hello. Are we joined?
Hello.
Hello!
Hey!
How late am I? Am I an hour late?
You are kind of an hour late. That's fine. Just jump straight in. It's actually your turn.
But you're
right
not
now.
the latest.
That's true.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's okay.
I
It's
lost
alright.
track of the time.
We missed you, but that's okay. You're here now, and actually, it's
James,
your
I
turn.
need to give you my cell number so you can call that if I'm at business.
Okay. I was trying over Discord, but there wasn't any response.
My Discord was closed. I didn't realize.
Oh no. Okay. So I've been playing as Cynthia and Kyro. So if you could take over as Kyro,
Oh,
I'd
my.
appreciate it because I'm kind of at my wit's end here.
And story that you've missed. Ella, Yell, and Eirys have made a band.
Yes.
They've got a gig next Saturday. You're invited.
You just played the
Don't
triangle.
listen to what Eirys says.
Oh my god, I've missed too much. What? Okay. Start.
That was-
start
Eirys
from the
was crowd
beginning.
surfing.
Start from the beginning. We arrived at Trinstone, correct? or
And like
or
Trent, the
village?
silver dragonborn like barman from before, is just like, what the fuck is going
Yes. Good. The barman.
on? So yeah, it's your turn. You've just successfully snuck up to the to the walkway, and you can see down over the gnolls, and you've hidden so they can't notice you. Would you like to shoot them?
Oh. Okay, yes, let's do that. Let me also join Roll20 so that
Yeah.
I can see what's happening. I assume Deanna's not here because I didn't tell her because I didn't realize what
I've
time
been
it
trying.
was.
Yeah, I've been trying to contact her as well, but yeah.
I will give her a call on my phone.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta
No worries.
watch. I'll take my turn first though.
Yeah. So you're gonna
I'll be-
shoot. There's a bunch of wolves down there, and there's a bunch of gnolls.
Gnolls. And there's a pack leader Gnoll.
Hell load of gnolls.
Alright.
There's a bunch of regular gnolls.
Regular gnolls.
Bunch of regular gnolls.
We're gonna know. How did we get in this predicament?
The Gnolls have
we
attacked
ended
you,
up-
so
Everything was.
Yeah.
Oh right! Oh yes! I remember now. Those cities under siege.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, we
Okay.
literally started the session by rolling.
Oh. Wow. I'm sorry. I missed all that. Okay.
Yeah, all the stuff I said was fake.
Yeah. that really.
Please don't actually believe him.
Yeah, that really threw me off. I thought maybe you had gotten a lot further than. Okay. So we're technically still kind of at the beginning of the thing. Okay. Is the battle going well? Have we killed them? Some?
No
I've
one's
killed a
died.
wolf,
Killed one of their
and I've done
wolves.
a lot of damage.
I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and shoot some gnolls from the.
Okay, make that attack roll, please. Don't forget, it's a
Alright,
plus
you
6
got
to
it.
the roll, isn't it? Because you're. I've been looking at your character sheet. I've
been looking at
at
your
your character sheet while you weren't watching.
Okay.
You also have bless, so you can roll an extra d4 if you should choose.
Oh, how nice. Okay, well let's see how this goes first. Yeah, I think I'll roll the extra d4.
Okay, let's see how that goes.
Do they seem armored?
They've got like hide armor, and you know they're pretty stocky.
All right, let's try it anyway. All right. 1d4.
1d4.
Oh, nice. That's 15
Great.
total.
I'm
Now it's 15.
gonna tell you something. A 4 was what you needed, and you hit. Roll damage.
Woohoo! All right, you got it.
That was a good
All right,
bless.
Yeah,
What a
it
great,
was.
what a great player who blessed you.
What a blessing.
Who
Indeed.
blessed me? Bless you.
That's
Okay. I think my attack.
Meanwhile, on the
roll-
mountaintop,
I
Syndrome
have
sneezes.
nothing. I have nothing to do. You did not know what time it was.
Roll damage.
Okay. Yes, I will. As soon as I know what my damage is.
It's a d6
Okay.
with short bow, isn't it?
Thank
in
you.
a note. In a note.
Okay.
D6 for short bow plus your sneak attacks. You were sneaky.
Yes, which is also a d6.
So
So
2d6
2d6.
plus 4.
Yes. Alright.
Nice.
Plus 4. Yes.
It's
10
like
damage.
what I'd be able to get if I used a great sword. 2d6 plus 4.
Yes. 10 damage
Plus
to
4.
the Gnoll.
I'm gonna say it's this one down here, and yeah, just hits it. You kind of like lean over the wall and see one of them kind of like massing around the bottom, and you shoot down, and the arrow lodges deep. And he howls, and yeah.
And
The
am I
Gnolls.
still hidden by any chance? If not,
Um,
I would like to use my bonus action to hide.
I kind of already used your bonus action to hide in order for you to make that attack.
Oh. Okay,
You
well I'll
failed
just
the-
do
you
that.
failed your
I'll
first
just-
time.
Yeah, you failed.
Okay,
your-
I'll do it on my next turn then. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Now I will mute and try to summon the other missing player.
All right then. In the meantime, crap ton of gnolls descend on the door, and they push forwards even more. Some of them are looking a bit wounded, and wolves move around.
Hope you kept track of
Two,
which ones were wounded.
6. Oh yeah, man! Look at me.
You got this.
What do you think I am? Oh, go it.
Roll. Roll for Dorage.
Roll for door.
5 of them hit. 5 of them hit.
5 of them are at the door. Heck, all of them
9,
hit.
8, 9, 10, 11.
This is why Vox not gonna hate doors.
They're Vox Mocktering the door. Guys, we're screwed.
So that'd mean they wouldn't be able to find a way through it. Would be fine.
So they break it down.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair.
What I'm going to say is because I've actually accidentally been rolling d6s for them when they actually do d8 damage, and it's been marginally less each turn. I'm going to say that yeah, the door just goes and Cynthia suddenly like jumps back by a foot as the door just like breaks apart. And shards of wood splinter everywhere, and the kind of larger panels of wood that support the frame just kind of collapse down and like smash into one of their faces, but he doesn't care, he's just running straight forward, and Cynthia definitely kind of moves out of the way as one of the panels just goes boom on the ground beside. And
Yes, I do.
and that is the Gnoll's turn. They have just
Like a
broken down.
ninja.
They just broken down the fucking door, and
Oh no!
the guards, they kind of like look at each other and they think, "Fuck it," and they move to Cynthia and they brace and they stand beside you, Cynthia, and they they kind of like raise their shields and they glance at you and it's like, I hope you fucking know what you're doing. And the two that are on the top are gonna try and like shoot down again.
This is smart.
12. Oh, the guards don't have a very good dexterity modifier. Yeah, they just shoot down and they both kind of hit the ground at the feet of these gnolls. One of them kind of like scratches off like the leather hide armor of one of them, and oh wow, you guys are about to have a shit ton of gnolls on you. And in the meantime, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well,
1,
luckily
2,
we can
3,
only
4,
get
5,
3 gnolls at a time because of the narrow pathway.
Yep.
Funneling!
2, 3, 4.
Funneling is a very important tactic.
Especially when there's a large group of enemies. So as long as those soldiers stand their ground, we'll be
Yeah,
okay.
and I definitely tell them, whatever you do, stand your ground.
They kind of look. It's like, oh god. The captain.
Don't die,
so,
dude.
For now, Ella, you hear her yelling, just like, get out of the way, get out of the way! And you turn, and there's bodies of like the people from the circus are just running for absolute shit. Like, and you realize that like the townsfolk around you are like fleeing, and they're making their way up the stairs. And some of them are cowering in their homes, and there's a captain with 3 armed guards kind of like wrestling through the crowd towards you, just like, you, go on, get out of here. That's your turn. Yeah, my friend.
I was about to say, Zella's holding her spell.
Oh yeah, sorry, you were holding the spell, weren't you? You can see them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, one of them's going to make a dexterity saving throw. And oh yeah, okay, it's a 17. So as you kind of see the splintering of the wood and the panels flying everywhere and the gnolls on the other side, you kind of release the spell, but it's such an intimidating sight of like the horde of gnolls on the other side of this wall.
Wasn't it guiding bolt that was saved so that Ella can make the roll instead?
You're right.
With the bless and the bard.
You're right. Roll.
I'm now.
Roll a d20 and add your spellcasting bonus.
Okay.
And then on top of that,
come
you
on.
can add your bless bardic inspiration if you wish.
Okay. Okay, I rolled 11, and my bonus is +3, so 14.
Oh.
We know a 50 is required to hit. Roll, use your
I
d4.
Okay, D4. 1!
It's all that you needed. Roll damage.
Roll damage!
Yep.
You sound so surprised.
That spell's working for me!
Roll damage, are you sure? Do you want to reconsider?
What dice am I rolling? Yeah.
Oh god, guiding bolt, guys. Someone help out.
Oh, on a hit, a target takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Holy crap. Wow. 4d6, make a roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
Somehow, I don't think we're going to get the advantage on that.
Yeah.
4d6. Got 4d6. No. 6.
6. Okay, let me just check.
Bit rubbish.
So your bolt just flies between the it flies between the wall and the guard on the far left of the view on the map and hits the gnoll that's been like splintered by the arrows several times, and it just goes and the light from inside just makes him burst. Gnoll down. Gnoll down.
Gnoll dying.
Yeah. That'll be your held spell, and it was a well-invested one. Good job. Now the one wolf, one gnoll, for God's sake, keep killing them. Yell.
Big group or big guy? Big group or big guy? Fuck it, group. Thunderwave again.
Okay, so let's identify who you're going to hit again.
Same range as before.
Yeah,
so.
group's more important. You gotta get that.
One, 2, 3,
Get
4,
rid
5,
of
6.
that.
Okay.
Action economy. That's what I meant to say.
That's exactly right. So five regular gnolls make Constitution saving throws. They're trying to beat 13. And okay. This guy who's closest to you, he fails, and this guy over here He fails. So they
Good
get
job.
and one of the wolves just kind of like gets blasted into by the other gnoll as he collapses onto the other side. As for the wolves themselves, okay, one of them fails. I'll say this one fails, and the other two get impacted.
Nice.
Noise.
So roll the damage.
8 total.
8 total. Okay, so this guy takes 4. Oh, he's looking rough. This guy takes 4. Oh wow, he's looking rough as well. This wolf takes 4, which is enough. This wolf just gets like fried again by the electricity and just collapses. This gnoll takes 4. This gnoll takes 8. Collapses down. This wolf takes... Actually, this wolf was out of range. This wolf takes 8, and yeah, he's gone. This gnoll takes 8. Yeah, so like you're just casting spells down. You cast a spell, you stamp your feet on like the edge of the board, and the magical energy just flies down to the ground and bursts out. And
Second
as it does,
thunderous roll.
yeah, it's sending whole bunches of them flying, and now they're singed with like the arcane thunderous energy.
I look direct before I use my bonus action. I look directly at the pack gnoll, smirk so that you can see my fang teeth and the lightning like arc across my teeth.
Oh.
Ooh, that's an image.
And then I'm gonna look down at I don't know names.
Cynthia?
Cynthia?
Cynthia.
Yeah.
Cynthia. You got this. Hold the fucking line. And use another bardic inspiration. for my
Yeah.
bonus.
Cynthia, it's your turn. You've just watched as like a whole bunch of them right at the gate that they've just hacked apart got blown away by Yell's spell. Are you in Roll20?
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Well, I don't think I've passed out all my blesses yet.
Okay. Two of them.
I
have been
still
used.
have bless.
And I don't. Oh,
Actually,
you still?
how many spell slots have you had? I might have been a bit selfish and used a couple.
Oh yeah.
How many spell slots do you have?
I've in total like 3.
I've used 2 because I've blessed your allies. On
Oh,
the first
okay.
turn.
Well, you passed out blesses at people, right?
I cast out blessing on the first turn, and I cast heroism on yourself on the second turn, which means that you are
Okay.
immune to fear, and you've got an extra 3 temporary hit points a turn.
Okay. Well, that's probably what I would have done anyway. So, in the meantime,
What are you gonna do?
yeah, maybe I'm gonna have him step forward just 1 space.
Yeah,
so
there's an old there. He's looking really rough.
And
He's looking
and then
really
go
fried
and then go get that gnoll that I can reach.
Okay.
That way it doesn't break the line, and I still get to attack something.
Yep. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just sorry. So longsword is +5. 21.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
And that's a D8 +3.
Oh wow.
7.
Yeah. Okay. You jump. You step forward. You see the gnoll before you, and you just hack out. And you cut across it, and it collapses to the ground and stops breathing.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. So I need to keep on a check of how many things you killed. Yeah. So that's your attack. You can still move a bit if you want.
No, I'm staying right here.
Cynthia cuts down, and Gnoll steps forward and looks at the horde before, and you stand your ground. Arthurian, keeps running around the corner. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he sees all of the chaos going on, and he's like, runs over 5, 10, 15, 20. He runs right beside you, Ella, and goes, Where's your friend?
Somewhere?
What? Fucking Gnolls! And at the same time, the Gnoll Pack Lord looks up at you, Yell, and he takes another shot. You're totally baiting him.
Can I have a free action?
What would you like to do?
Can I yell down to here? I'm up here, hot stuff.
He kind of like suddenly he stops and his eyes widen and he gulps and his pupils go really small and he turns and sees you and he's like, "Oh hi." The Pack Lord has rolled a 19 to hit you, but I think you're under half cover there, so your armor class is up by 2. What is your does that hit you?
17 with the +5.
Oh wow, okay, so yeah, it hits. You kind of like snarl and your lightning goes between your teeth and then an arrow just comes straight at you. You sustain 7 points of piercing damage from the shot.
That's nothing.
Kind of snarls and he stays where he is. He steps forward a bit. Eirys.
I'm gonna shoot at the Pack Lord just to mix things up.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's an 18, but just give me a moment.
Yes, 18.
Roll
To
damage,
hit.
my friend. Roll damage.
Oh yeah. I'm hidden, so that's another double.
It is. It's another d6.
Oh, that's a bit better than last time. 6, 8, 12 damage total.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. That's
Nice.
That's great.
And I use my bonus action to hide, please.
Okay. Roll the dice. Roll the dice.
Oh, oh no, that's right. They've got really low perception. I remember. Thank gosh for that. 14.
14. Yeah.
And
they're not.
I rolled worse
perceptive
last time.
The Pack Lord is distracted by Yell. He doesn't know where the fire is coming from, but Yell is still taunting, and the ones on the ground, honestly, most of them are too close to the wall for you to be able to see them. The Gnoll Pack Lord is basically like the only one that you can see at this point. As they get closer to the wall, they're going to come out of your view.
All right.
Ella.
Ella is going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, on which one?
Ooh. Are they all looking a bit battered?
The ones closest to the wall, the ones closest to the gate, are the ones that have been wounded by Yell's spells that have been continually like.
Okay.
Cast.
She's gonna try and hit one of them then.
One of the
So
wolves.
maybe that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Difficulty saving throw. What is a wolf's dexterity modifier? It's going to be positive, isn't it? 15. Okay. Anything else you want to do?
I think I will just stay where I am.
All right, Kyro, my friend, you currently
Yes.
aren't hidden, and
I would like to attempt to. Is that possible?
of course, roll a d20.
All right.
Add your stealth. Oh yeah, that'll do. You are hidden. Make an attack roll if you want to make a sneak
Excellent,
attack.
excellent.
Who do you want to
Yes. I want to try to attack the Gnoll Lord.
attack? Okay.
25.
That hits. Don't forget your sneak attack.
So close, yes. Alright, 10 damage.
Oh wow, guys, yeah.
Wow.
Like hidden arrows from nowhere, just flying. Just the Gnoll Lord is getting completely, in the words of the memes, wrecked. Anything else you want to do?
Get wrecked!
Are you done?
Oh yeah, that's all I got.
Does he say get wrecked?
Yeah.
Runs in here. Boom, boom, runs in here. Boom, runs in here.
I can steal other people's intellectual property if I want.
Run in here.
Oh
And these
shit.
guys run up to the wall.
Aren't
The
those guys
wave.
dead?
The wave hits, and oh wow, yeah. The two at the
Aren't
front
2
are
of
gonna
those
go.
dead?
Sorry? Oh no, they're the ones who got knocked back by the
Oh, okay.
by
They just
the
have little
spell.
skulls on them.
I had markers to determine
I-
which ones failed. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the two nearest to the two that have just made their way into the town are going to try and attack the guards.
Oh my.
Yeah. With their spears.
Sucks to be
yeah,
them.
That hits.
At least they're not being
Oh.
flanked.
Okay, shaboom. Yeah, the guards, they try to raise their shields, but one of them just gets stabbed through into the chest with the spear. It's like, cries in pain.
Ooh.
That one hits as well. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, these guards are getting battered a little bit, and the other three that are nearest are going to go for you, Cynthia. One of them rolls 15. Does a 15 hit you?
Okay. No.
One of them rolls a 16. Does that hit you?
Just barely.
Okay.
Assuming that the swing goes to the hitter.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It means my armor class is exactly 16.
I'm gonna say if the armor class is met, it's a hit.
Okay.
So
Goes
yeah,
to the hitter.
you sustain 4 points of piercing damage as the gnoll throws his spear into you. Oh wow, okay, that's a 20 to hit. Oh.
Okay.
You sustain 8 points of piercing damage.
Ouch. Not good.
All right.
Yeah, the
What's my?
nose.
What were my hit points before this?
You had a long rest, so you're at max health. Remember that you have
Okay,
3
'cause-
extra health per turn because of your
Okay. Okay.
So you've
So
gained 6 health?
It's
So
Is it
it should
cumulative?
be.
I don't
it's
think so.
temporary. It's temporary hit points, which I think means that you can only have
It means-
that amount.
It means that you spend those first.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like you lose them and then get them back at the next turn.
Yeah.
Right,
So
I
you-
see.
You don't
So
take
it's-
as much damage.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
a
just
buffer.
the +3 then.
So you took 4 and 8. So you took a total of 12, but 3 of those were absorbed by your heroism spell. So you've taken 9 hit points overall. Okay.
Mhm.
Who just disappeared?
Joril.
Ah,
Well, Sentir.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So
probably a connection issue.
So basically that's 16 minus 9, so she's down to 7.
Ooh.
Holy crap.
You'll just-
Okay.
Tell her
Um,
when she gets back.
Yep, alright. So that's that. The guards are going to desperately try and make attack rolls. Miss and miss. Yeah, the gnolls have run in, and the 2 that are still on the side are going to try firing again.
Man, I'm glad I'm not a good
Sorry,
character.
I disappeared for a second.
6.
You have 7 HPs total right now.
Okay.
Okay. Cha-chum, boom. Cha-chum, boom. Yeah. So yeah,
These guys are
the
damage
gnolls
punches.
being shot at from the wall, and they're hacking their way through the line. But yeah, what's happening at the same time is that the captain and the armed guards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They run up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They run up, and the captain sees Arthur standing beside Ella and yells up, "Arthur!" Turns her out, it's like, oh my God, Anya, what are you doing here? The
I got
captain-
seduced!
this captain looking a little bit concerned and a bit confused as to why Arthur is there, and has slowed down a bit. Yell, it's your turn.
Oh, right.
Sing us a pretty song.
I've got 1 spell slot left.
Make it count.
If I did, I can get all but one wolf and one gnoll and the leader, but it would also hit you, Cynthia.
Mm.
He only has 7.
Will I survive it?
It's a 2d8 roll. If you fail, it's full damage. If you succeed, it's
you're
half
not-
damage.
It's not a great bet.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good bet to me.
But
I
you
mean,
also
I'll
have your bardic
maybe
inspiration
bring
to
it
help
back.
succeed.
Oh yeah. But I only have 7 HP, so even if it halves the damage or something,
Hmm.
like, it's
It's up to
risky.
Yell. What would Yell do?
Yeah, in a split second, what would Yell do?
Yeah. Would he risk it?
He would feel really bad about it, but he would.
Do it then.
Okay, well,
I do it.
we'll go for it then.
Allow it to happen.
Yeah, I'm going for another
Control
thunder wave.
stuff
All
to
but the
do it
wolf and the
first.
gnoll to the side get hit,
Okay.
and 2 seconds. My door's being knocked on.
Building suspense.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 saving throws. That's a fail. Oh wow.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I guess I better do my saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
Maybe
get
add that inspiration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the inspiration on it?
It's an extra d6.
Okay. So let me see. What type of saving throw is it?
It's Constitution.
Okay. That was a 14.
Gotta wait for Yell. What was the spell save DC, Yell?
Sorry about that. I'm back.
What was the spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 13.
Cynthia succeeded
Yay.
Yay!
Just
You might
barely.
live.
using your bardic inspiration in the process.
Just don't do full damage.
Roll well, but not too well.
It was 11 total.
Halved to 5, Cynthia.
You did it!
Yay.
You got 2
I live.
HPs. Now you just need to pray for healing.
You know what to do. Real sorry about that.
'Cause, He's
Yeah,
he's
it's-
not paying attention to this. He's just he's like whatever.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
and the third thunderous boom echoes up the mountain.
Yeah. That is the result. Your shrewd casting has completely decimated this invading Gnoll force. That's your turn, Cynthia. You've just been struck by lightning, and your body is weakened to the point of complete collapse. What do you want to do?
I don't suppose I have any healing spells.
If you still have your lay on hands.
Yeah, as a
Can I
paladin,
lay
you
on
have-
hands myself?
I mean, can you touch yourself? Yes.
Well now,
Wow.
in public,
Crazy. No.
surrounded by people, that's fine.
Yeah. Phrasing.
We just start like a book of quotes from this game, you guys. I mean, can you touch yourself? Then we had the Homer Willy thing.
I miss my Willy.
We all miss you, Willer.
Where did it go?
It got eaten by a rust monster.
God.
Oh yikes!
It got rusty.
That's truly tragic.
All right. Cynthia, what are you doing?
If there's some way to heal myself, I realize
It'd be a
But-
good idea so that you can
do I
continue to
have
hold
spell
the line.
slots? I think I used all of them.
Lay on hands doesn't require spells.
lay on
Oh,
hands
it
is-
doesn't?
No, it's just an action that you have. as a-
Okay, so I'm gonna try to heal myself a little because I can't help anyone if I'm dead.
Lay on hands is you have a pool of 5 times your paladin level of total health points that you can spread out how you wish.
Okay, so
Also, check to see if it's a bonus
so
or
I
a
have
full
like
action.
10.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah, so you have 10 total hit points that you can deal out how you wish. You could give you
Okay.
can give yourself all 10, you can give yourself 3.
gonna take a look at this because I think there's something about it. Lay on hands.
Curing disease or an illness,
Yeah.
cost 5 is probably what you're thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So do you want to give yourself all 10 of those?
Yeah, because I can't help anyone if I'm dead. Is the idea.
You restore 10 hit points, and it is an action, so like that's your turn. You
Well, standing here and being in the way of these gnolls is useful, so...
It's true. Continue to do that.
You are the second door.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am
You're
door.
the new door.
Yeah.
In door we trust.
No! Too soon.
Catherine actually has a really good spot on this. He's going to.
So he lights up with silvery energy like moonlight or something, and his wounds close up a bit.
Yeah.
Well, mostly, except for like maybe a couple scratches.
Yeah.
Grasp
Paper
against
cut
your chest.
on his
start
right
glowing.
thumb.
And the gnolls like kind of like around sort of like bulk a little bit, and they see that you've grown strong, and the kind of arcane energy of the heroism you cast on yourself combined with the healing is enough to make them
You're
kind of
boasted.
start kind of like yelping a little bit. Arthurian.
Does
Oh yeah.
does Arthurian have a weapon? What's he got, like visually?
He's holding a bow, and he's wearing
A
his
bow.
cloak over old
Leathers.
leathers that have been clearly damaged by weapons.
Ooh,
of some
okay.
kind. And
He's a
kind of,
fighter.
he kind of looks around at the captain who's yelling at him, and he's like, "Damn it, Andy! I came to fight!" And he turns and he fires at the nearest gnoll. Oh wow! Let me just look at this. Yeah, he hits the gnoll. I love it.
An
Oh, I'm
NPC
so
hit.
proud of him.
Good job, Arthur.
Yay!
And
An NPC does damage. Huzzah!
and the gnoll that's immediately to the right of Cynthia, an arrow just flits between Cynthia and the guard, lodges itself in the kind of upper chest of the gnoll, screeches, and Arthur kind of just steps forward and prepares another arrow. The pack lord, he just kind of like lowers his bow and narrows his eyes at you, sees that Cynthia is currently glowing, and drops his bow, grabs his glaive, and jumps forward.
Whoops.
Okay, come on, pack lord, let's see what you can do. He's going to make 2 attacks with his glaive. Yeah. Let's take a look at how this goes. 14. And a natural 20.
Oh. Good thing you healed.
Yeah.
You sustain 19 points of slashing damage.
Never mind.
That's enough to knock you down, and it's enough to dispel the heroism spell on you, but it is not enough to kill you outright. It's not your hit point maximum. Yeah. That was a natural 20, I'm afraid. So
Well, it's a good thing I used all my stuff on myself, or I'd be like extra super dead.
yeah. Well done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's gonna like step forward on top of your unconscious body and prepare to attack the guards. Eirys, unfortunately, all of the gnolls that you can see at the moment are the ones that are currently in combat with the guards, and it's a really, really tricky shot.
This is
That
like
is
the third
absolutely
time I've been
fine.
knocked unconscious.
Can I run to here and jump the gap?
Oh yeah, that's easy enough. You run down the
Cool.
yeah, you jump across there. That's
And then can I jump down to here, please? Just off the...
that
edge.
was
How's
fairly
that
high.
Gnoll Lord looking?
He's been hit up by those arrows. He's in a rough state.
All right.
He's not looking weakened or intimidated, and he's kind of validated that by completely like ripping through.
Yeah.
Cynthia. Eirys, I need you to make a acrobatics check for that jump because it's a big old jump.
Okay. Acrobatics 14.
14,
1-4.
1-4. I'm going to
Yeah.
say that you make your way down here. You land heavily, and with your legs impacting the fall, you're not able to move any further. You don't sustain any damage from the jump though.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Yes.
Do I still get my action then? If I don't get any more movement, but I still get my action, right?
Is jumping down considered an action?
No, that's movement.
Party movement.
Yeah, I'll give you the action then.
Okay. Can I please shoot? Can I shoot him if he's in the way, or do I have to shoot him first?
You can try and shoot the Pack Lord and see if it hits him. If it hits the Gnoll instead, that's fine.
I'll just shoot. Yeah, aim for the Pack Lord. If it hits the Gnoll, I'm cool with that.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know if I'm hitting anyone with that kind of roll.
Uh-oh. Wait, are you hidden?
No.
Oh.
I was, but I think I came out when I.
Could you
Yeah.
become hidden?
You made the attack roll now. What did you roll?
I rolled 10.
Yeah. Again, the impact on your legs as you kind of swept
Yeah.
down. You intended to like do a kind of forward roll, but like the ground came up too quickly, and you just went woof on your legs, and you bent your knees and absorbed the impact. But then, as you moved up with your bow and you released, it, just went straight over their heads.
That's fair.
Kyro, you hear a as the arrow lodges itself into the wall outside. I'll say that that's your turn, unless you want to do a bonus action.
To hide, please? Is there anything to hide behind? Are there bushes and stuff here?
Busheries.
Not really. It's just plain.
Oh,
grass.
shame.
There's not really much you can hide behind.
Alright,
Um,
I will just stare.
Ella.
God. Feeling I'm probably gonna get killed in a minute. Can I make my way to Centaur?
You can 5,
Please
10,
do.
15, 20, 25. That's all of your movement. You've run in.
Please do.
You're right beside him.
You're holding the line now.
Can I cast Cure Wings?
Roll a d8.
Plus all your modifier.
The longer
That's
you
my
can keep
modifier.
the door solid, the better.
Heal the door.
Use
9!
the repair cantrip.
You open your eyes, Cynthia, as
Ah,
you restore
yeah.
9 hit points. You are currently pinned to the ground by the feet of the gnome pack lord. Ella, as you kind of slid down.
Can
and
I
laid your hands
stab
on
him
her,
in the dick?
You can try on your turn.
gonna die.
The pack lord is over you, and he's seen you come and heal, and he just snarls, and he raises his glaive. Kyro, what are you doing?
I want to get out, like, hide.
Yeah.
Try to get that stealth bonus.
Yeah.
I crit, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Next, I'd like to aim and hit the No Lord.
Go for it.
18.
Okay. You rolled a d20
He
twice
looks-
there.
He looks furious.
You rolled a d20
Yeah, because I have
twice.
advantage.
Do you?
Yeah, because I'm stealth.
No, you gain sneak attack damage if you hit, but you don't gain advantage on the roll.
What?
Yeah. The
Don't
rules
you-
are,
don't-
if you shoot
you
from a
get
hidden position,
Don't you
Yeah.
get sneak attack damage when you have advantage on your roll?
or if you
to hit.
are shooting from a hidden position.
Oh, okay, it's 15 then.
A 15, my friend. Hits roll damage.
Okay. 11.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
With a vengeance.
The arrow comes in and lodges it straight in its neck, and it goes. And Ellie, you can see that happening, and blood like splurts out over you, and it kind of like stumbles a little. It's hurting. It's a hurting.
Hey, does the stumbling help with the being pinned thing?
I'm gonna say he's still kind of basically standing on top at this stage.
Okay,
So the answer's no.
that's fine.
The other gnolls, wolves, and stuff are moving around and they're desperately trying to hack their way in.
Clumping.
They're completely like crazed at this point. One on the guard. Guard raises his shield, deflects the blow away. Oh, the other one. Oh, the other one. Oh, guys. So then I'll to your immediate left, Ella, as you're looking out of this like broken doorway.
Oh.
You see as the guard beside you just goes, "Ah!" and the spear is twisted and wrenched out, and gore covers everywhere, and this guard collapses and is gone. The guards up here are gonna start screaming, "No!" and
Well, I know what I'm doing on my turn.
launch attacks. That's gonna do something. This guy's gonna turn. He's going to deal some damage to this gnoll on the ground. The other two are going to take pop shots. They can barely see what's going on with the combat with the Gnoll Pack Lord, so they're going to take up shots at the wolves behind. One of them hits. Okay.
Wolves are intense.
Oh yeah, this one was already wounded. Yeah, he's gone.
Woo!
Yep. So one of the guards shoots down one of the wolves outside, and the other one just kind of like looks like he's bulking a little bit, and he looks like he's about to flee. The captain runs around with the guards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 5, 10.
Ah, good. Reinforcements.
20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10. The captain kind of runs around and sees what's going on. She's used a bonus action to get here, but she moves in to engage with this gnoll. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. These guards have run around, but not quite as quickly. Yeah, so that's the captain's turn. Yell, it's on you, my friend.
I'm gonna look at the Pack Lord dead in the eyes and just, hey, ass face, I'm the one you want, not them. Leave them the fuck alone, and use vicious mock.
He's making a save. What save is it?
Wisdom save.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like a no strength.
It isn't. There's no modifier, but you rolled a 15.
Nah.
Damn it.
So, anywhere you want to move? Anything you want to do?
I'm good where I am. What can I do
Okay.
for a bonus? Other than inspiration?
Whew.
Is that it?
Nah, that's me.
Cynthia, you're currently being stood on by the Gnoll Pack Lord, who's
I'm
bleeding
gonna
profusely.
stab him in the dick.
You're
I told
currently-
you.
You're currently prone.
I don't have to be standing to stab him.
Make an attack roll.
Okay. Let me see. And
There it is.
I'm looking up what prone does.
11.
You kind of move. You try and roll around to like grasp your sword and move it up, but the Gnoll Pack Lord, having been struck by the arrow, moves his leg and it goes over your arm, so you can't move
Ah!
it, and you can't get an attack away. And Arthrin has just watched one of the guardsmen die, and this captain run across. He's like, doesn't know what to do. 5, 10, 15.
What's
20,
my health, by the way?
25. Your max health, your current health. How much
Yeah,
healing did you do, Ella?
It was
At
9.
9.
Okay,
So you've got 9.
thank
hit points.
you.
He's gonna move around. As he moves around, he takes another shot at this gnoll. What is the attack bonus for Arthrin? Is +4. So that hits. Yeah, and the Gnoll there takes. Oh yeah, okay. He comes around. He just releases another arrow, and you watch Ella from in front of you as an arrow from behind strikes the Gnoll in front. And he goes down.
Excellent, good work.
Arthrin knocks another arrow, looking attentive. Oh boy, guys. Oh boy.
We're getting down to it.
Gnoll,
I'm gonna-
Backlord. 2 attacks.
I'm gonna die.
You have armor.
As he's standing on the body of Zintir, he's going to focus on Ella in front. 2 attacks. Here they come.
Oh!
Ella. I can't believe what I just rolled. Oh,
Oh
I'm
man, did
sweating.
you crit?
I have critted on one of them and hit on the other. Oh boy.
How much?
4 down to 8. The crit did.
Not the healer.
The crit did 11 points of slashing damage. The regular hit did 11 points of slashing damage. Oh wow. You've sustained 22 points of slashing damage as the glaive comes down not once but twice.
My hit points are 17.
So you have just been completely one-shotted by this Gnoll Packlord. You collapse down.
Oh, phew. At least you're not insta-dead.
Yeah, so 22 hit points is enough to...
We gotta wrap
only
up this
once.
battle though.
Eirys, you've watched as one of the guards has reached over the wall and shot the wolf that was in front of you. What are you going to do?
I am going to. See, Jody cares. Eirys might not, but Jody cares. I'm going to.
Out of character, does Yell have healing word still?
Yell's out of spell slots, I believe.
Oh, dang.
Spell slots.
Alright.
I'm going to move up here 10 feet, please. I think you can
Yeah.
see that, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
Cool. And I'm going to dual wield my daggers and go for him. The one right above me.
Okay, roll twice.
Okay. So my main probably doesn't hit. No. Oh, natural 20.
Okay,
So my offhand is natural 20. My main would have been like 8, so it definitely doesn't hit.
so the offhand, roll a d4, double it, that's the damage.
Okay.
No modifiers, I'm afraid.
Actions. Oh, I wish it was the other way round. Wouldn't that be nice?
Hmm.
So roll the damage, double it, and
And that's
don't
it.
add 4 at all.
No, because it's your offhand.
Oh, okay. I got a 4.
Oh, okay, so that doubles to 8.
I got this, you guys.
So yeah, so you kind of like move
Oh,
around. Sorry, yeah?
I rolled a d4 and got 2, so I doubled it to get 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Doesn't-
not even
doesn't-
that cool, I'm afraid.
It doesn't change anything. The Gnoll in front of you is completely like it's been sparking with energy, like thunder energy, and it's got arrows sticking out of him. You go
Ah,
around the back
cool.
of him, you step over the wolf, and you grab his shoulder, shove him back, and you kind of as you go over the shoulder, you were trying to like nick him with your blade, but it didn't work. So you just grab on your offhand and shank him in the back. He collapses.
Yeah. I'm going to use bonus action to disengage,
Okay, yeah. Which way?
and could I move down to here, please?
You can.
Just so I'm not by any of them.
Yep.
And I'm good.
Okay. Well, guys, Ella, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Hoo boy.
I've got bless still, haven't I? No, I can't use
Um,
it.
Can you use bless on death saving throws?
You can use Bardic Inspiration. I believe you still have that.
Oh, she's used her bardic inspiration. No, wait, you do.
I
have
thought she
bardic
used the Bless
inspiration.
on the... Yeah, you have the Bardic Inspiration.
You can use your bardic inspiration if you so choose on your death saving throw.
Excellent.
Okay.
Might as well.
If you don't get above a 10.
I am actually really nervous, guys.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh shit! 1.
How'd you do? Oh, that's-
Oh no.
just you gotta eat it. Just gotta eat it.
Okay, guys. This is what is happening. That's your
Thank
turn.
God you can't crit fail on a death save.
You can. She's failed twice. Kira.
What?
Yeah.
A
that's
crit fail is 2
I didn't
fails.
know.
A crit fail
dang.
is 2 fails. She's just been completely wrecked. Like,
All right.
Kyro,
That's not
what are
super
you gonna
good. He's gonna move next to the Gnoll Lord there.
do? Okay. If you move to here, you're at the end of the walkway, and you have to jump
Can
down.
I do a jumpity jump? Yes.
You can make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy, 23.
Yeah, nice and easy. Jump down. Go beside him.
Do a sick flip. All right. And I am going to attack the Gnoll Lord.
Make it with advantage. He counts as being engaged with the guard on the top left, so you get advantage.
All right. Okay. 24.
Roll sneak attack damage, please.
All right. 16. Wait, no. Sorry. 8.
Kyro,
Now I'd like to. What?
what would you like to do? Sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh! Did I kill him?
No, what you were about to say something. What would you like to say?
Oh no, I got an 8 damage on the guy.
8.
Mm-hmm.
To the hit point. How do you want to do this?
Excellent. Alright, I want to stab him straight through the back then.
Yep.
And just kill him.
Yeah, the blade sinks in deep. It goes. There's like an arrow that you left in his neck, and there's a blade that you've left in his back, and he collapses to the ground on top of Sin Deer.
And with wild fury, I want to attempt to intimidate the rest of the gnolls.
What are you gonna do?
Can the fact that I just killed their leader in front of them and I look extremely dangerous and angry be a thing? I want to intimidate them with my killer presence.
Okay. They can make. What's your spell save DC? Sorry, no, you're not a spellcaster. How does
Yeah, I
spell-
assume I just roll intimidate, right?
Yeah, roll to intimidate.
Yeah.
I'd like to intimidate them with my death face.
I crit and I have an aura of death.
Of
I
murder.
They
Yes, I seem very dangerous.
they watch as you jump down, shank their boss.
I'm
in
just
the back,
covered in blood.
covered in his blood, and you kind of just the kind of like
And I whirl at them.
the din of the deed dies, like the quietness rises as he collapses to the ground and stops moving, and then you just kind of boom, look straight up, straight in the eyes of the one next to you, and they both
Get ready to
kind of, like,
die, fuckers!
they both kind of like bulk a bit, and guys, they turn and run. 5. This one is going to have an attack of opportunity against it from the guard.
Yeah, I want an attack of opportunity.
Which one are you going to attack? So there are 2 that's running away. You can only attack one of them. This one or this one? Which one is it going to be?
Let's take the one on the far side.
Okay, this one. Roll the
Yep.
attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
20.
This one takes 7 points of damage. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
10.
Oh wow, you are wrecking. As he turns to run, you just see
mad.
on the side. He's still alive, but they're running. And as they turn, this one just like almost completely clatters into you, Eirys, and keeps on running.
I would have taken attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
if possible.
absolutely. This wolf is gonna just sparkle this way. Make that attack.
I got a 15 and a 9.
Someone better try to stabilize that gnome.
Are you? You can make one attack of opportunity, only one. So the 15 hits, so you can roll the.
Yeah, that'll be my main. Okay.
Your reaction can only be used to make one attack, even if you have.
Okay.
Weapons.
That would have been my main, which is the first one. Oh, it's only 5.
5 hit points of damage. So yeah, you as the gnoll almost clatters into you, you strafe to the side, and you just with your blade, and it hacks across his upper arm, and it yelps as he carries on running. These gnolls are in Operation Flee.
Can I pull out my bow in a bit?
I'm in Operation Pursue.
Okay. The guards just stay where they are, and just kind of like lower their weapons and yell to everyone, "You okay? Yeah, I'm okay." The captain's just like Well done, men. Well done. Yep, it's going to run in. Then they're making no move to pursue at all. It's Yell's turn.
I don't have any kind of healing kit.
I'm sorry, I apologise. The one that's immediately beside Ella is going to turn and attempt to offer first aid. Unfortunately, Ella does not benefit from it. Is not stabilised. It was a bad roll. What are you going to do, Yell?
As long as he didn't crit fail it.
Accidentally.
Which means he just stabs her with a scalpel.
Very accidentally, yeah.
Uh,
That'd be so sad.
well, I guess I'm just gonna jump down
Yeah.
and like apply pressure or anything I know to help stop the bleeding out against Ella, because I don't have healing kit or anything.
Make a medicine check. You still have bless.
Oh, I do.
Good luck, buddy.
I'm going to use it anyway. It was a 15 plus 2 total, yeah, so 17.
Guys, Ella stabilizes.
Yay, I'm not dying anymore.
You apply pressure to the wound, you shove her across, and she happens to fall into the recovery position. And there's a lot of blood.
I know what
here,
that is.
And you just press down, and as you do, you're I'm going to say, Yell, that you are engaged with just applying pressure to that wound. You are on her.
No, that's.
She is stabilizing slowly, but you are slowly bringing her back from the brink. Cynthia, you're still lying on your back. What do you want to do?
I've got like a bunch of dead guys on top of me. I'd like to shove them off and get to my feet, probably.
You do that, it takes half your movement.
Your son is full of fury.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
You barely
this is a
recognize
good time to be full of fury, so...
Yeah.
And there's a injured gnome.
Yeah,
Just
there's an
I-
injured gnome.
Emergency
I
call.
cannot help the injured gnome.
Shame.
You were helping yourself, and that was a fair decision. It's ended up being the
Oh,
right
yeah.
thing.
It
What
did
would you like to
save
do?
my neck.
It did work out in the end.
Yeah.
She's not dying, so that's good.
You've still got half your
Problems when the
movement.
healer goes
Cynthia.
down.
Would you like to do anything?
I feel like maybe not.
Okay. You just
I
stayed,
think
stood up.
that it's safe here with lots of people around me,
Okay.
and I'm not in a hurry to go get myself killed again.
Yeah. Arthrin is going to step forward a couple times, and he is going to look over Ella and see Yell kind of like applying pressure. He thinks, like, he kind of shakes his head. He sees between Kyro and Cynthia Eirys outside amidst the kind of running around gnolls, and he goes, "No!" And he runs forward 5, 10, 15, and he's going to release another shot at one of the fleeing gnolls. Holy crap! This is Arthrin's actually fucking badass. The one nearest to you, Eirys, takes another arrow in the back as he runs. Yeah. Cool. That's his turn. Eirys,
He's
what
still
are you doing?
standing.
I'm going to be shooting an arrow at the one south of me, or down from me.
This one. Okay. Attack roll.
16.
Hits. Roll damage.
Oh, sweet. Hold on. Where are my actions? Back to my
D6
my
plus
bow.
Dex. D6 plus Dex. D6. D6. D6 plus Dex.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You shoot him in the back, and he stumbles to the ground under the impact, but he's still shuffling himself away from you. He's very, 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 very badly wounded, but he's still alive. Ella, at present you are unconscious, having been stabilized by Yell, but you're
Mhm.
alive.
Woo!
Kyro, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna rush this gnoll right here and
Alright.
attack it.
He's fleeing from you, so I'll let you roll with advantage.
Oh, lovely. Well, I crit on the first one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll do.
What does that mean in terms of sneak attack damage and everything?
You double the dice. So you roll both dice, double it, and then add your dexterity modifier.
Okay, so I'll need to type this out. 1 second. So double the dice for these. 4. Alright. Oh. Wrong thing, sorry. 46 plus 4. 46. Alright. 20 damage.
You sprint up, you pounce, you rugby tackle him down.
I do jump into the air. Death from above, why not?
You plunge your dagger in and twist, and as you twist, the sinew up on the back of the neck where the knife has plunged in, and you've twisted, detaches the head, and the spinal cord is visible, and yeah, you've made a complete mess of that. Gnoll.
Excellent. Quick question, DM. Rule of cool. Can I whirl around and use my offhand attack on the other fleeing gnome? I still have 5 feet of movement.
You mean Gnoll, right?
You have to.
No.
You have to take both attacks at the same time at targets that are immediately next to you. So it's not the case that you can move and then do that second attack.
Fair enough. In that case, I'll just close the distance between me and the other gnome.
Actually, Arby, can you get some perspective on that?
Under the rule of cool, you can decide how it's done.
Yeah, rule of cool trumps all. At the DM's discretion, of course.
It would be pretty cool.
If it is.
It would be pretty cool, and for that reason, I'm going to let you do it.
Alright, let's see if it'll hit. 20.
Oh, holy crap! Roll damage.
Alright.
Don't forget sneak attack.
Oh, sick! Alright, so that's 2d6 then. 5.
Oh my god, I can't believe this has happened. Yeah, you run up, you just plunge your sword in the back, snap off the head, and you just fling yourself up, turn around, and just strike with the other blade. And you land facing the wall, facing Arthrin, and the Gnoll standing. He just like stops running and just slows down to stand still, and then collapses. And you're left kind of standing, you're left kind of kneeling with both of your swords splayed outwards, facing towards the town, bathed in the blood of your enemies.
Can Eirys give you another nod of approval, please?
Yeah. You mean Kyro's like kind of in his own little zone right now? He's kind of angry. Not sure if you can see it.
It's kind of messed up and awesome.
Yeah. Gnoll runs away, Wolf runs away.
Let's see how far they get. And can I catch them?
They have run. I'm deliberately doing it in just regular movement and not taking the action to dash. Again, the guards and the captain are just like basically gathering them around. The captain walks up to the guard that's clearly fallen in battle, and he cradles him.
Aw.
He kneels down and is like, oh no.
Oh, don't give him a name.
Every NPC gets a name when they die.
Looks up, another guard comes beside her like, what's... Oh my god, no!
Not my brother.
I'm afraid so. Yell, what are you doing?
Am I still turning to Ella?
I'm going to say that you are, is that alright?
Yep.
Okay. Cynthia, you've watched as your son, a figure that you barely recognize, has just rushed up and completely wrecked 2 of the fleeing gnolls.
Well, I do recognize this figure. He's like me.
Yeah.
But not so long ago.
And
that's kind of saddening.
Yeah. It makes you a bit sad. Do you want to do anything?
I don't know. Right. Probably just stare off into the middle distance and be contemplative.
Arthur, just going to take another step out and take a pop shot at this wolf because
Excellent.
he's a lad. His good luck couldn't last forever though, and he misses.
I accept your addition.
The arrow just flies out. Eirys.
One last shot of this Gnoll running away.
All right, make that attack roll.
Oh yeah, 22.
Make that.
Wait,
make that
yeah,
damage.
22.
Roll damage.
Please be on off. Okay. What was my thing again? Plus 1d6 plus 4, so 7.
Yeah. Gnoll collapses.
Yeah.
That is all 10. Guys. Well done.
There's still a wolf. Get the wolf.
Hero, what are you gonna do?
I think now that all the enemies are gone, I mean, there's technically a wolf, but I don't think he considers that a problem. So, I guess he's just gonna come down off of the killing high and put his, oh no, he's gonna keep his weapons out. I think he's gonna scan the area to see if there are any other, enemies afoot.
Perception check.
Alright. RD20 plus, I think, a 3. Let me check though. Yes. I do remember things. 20. Dirty 20.
As you look around, you obviously see to your left-hand side the wolf kind of like fleeing along that kind of dirt path, which eventually curves away from the town, and around you can see the kind of still kind of fading dust from the tramping of the gnolls as they churn through the kind of path and the grass, and you can't really see anything out there. This was a group of gnolls, and actually, wait, there's something glittering. You can see you can see inside the dead body of one of the gnolls beside you, and these gnolls have gold.
Alright, I'll step forward and collect it.
That's weird. Gnolls don't. Did they just steal it from people they killed, or?
Kyro, not sure. You just know that the gnoll is gold, and you can pick it up. I'll talk to you in more detail about the loot after we finish and go out of turn order.
Okay.
The wolf. The wolf is going to just flee, guys.
It's fair.
10, 15, 20.
It's wounded and a wolf.
I imagine Zendron has just spilt soup down himself and is like, oh, I am having the worst day. No one's having as bad a day as me right now.
Yeah, just like you can imagine. I'm gonna switch the music off, but like you can imagine like Zendron at the top of the mountain just hears a crack and is like, "What's that?" Oh, that must have been. And he gets up and he walks up to the other side of the kitchen to pour himself a cup, and there's another crack and he drops the cup and he's like, "Oh, what is it?" And he moves down to pick it up, and there's another crack and he slips over. Oh, what the hell?
Oh man, I really want like a Family Guy cartoon of Zendron right now.
Truly stun hooligan adventurers casting spells and making bangs. So yeah.
Well, back in my day.
During the war, so you guys look around as the wolf, the one remaining attacking creature, is fleeing, yelping as it goes, and then you look around and it's just complete carnage. The gate of the city has just been reduced to nothing, and there is a dead guard there, and the one that was fighting is badly wounded, and like as his friend kind of steps forward, it's like, "You're right," he collapses and he catches him in his arms and kind of looks up at the captain, just like absolutely distraught his friend, and the captain's like cradling the dead body of the other soldier and looks up around at you, Yell, as you're like tending to Ella. Can you make another medicine check, Yell?
Can. Natural 1.
Okay. Your hand slips, and there's a sickening slop as you kind of like move over the wound, and Ella's body reflexively in an unconscious state just kind of jerks, and you quickly move your hand back over. No closer to death, but you know, Ella's going to be out for a while, guys. She took an absolute number. The captain looks around, just like, I don't know what to say. I thank you. Don't know who you are or where you're from, but if you hadn't been here, God knows what those creatures would have done.
He's gonna wipe off his blades.
And Sintir initially doesn't seem to notice that he's being like talked at, and is like, "What? Oh, it's nothing really." Well,
Nathan, what? And the guard next to her kind of perks up a little bit, and he's looking very kind of misty-eyed and emotional. He's like, "I need you to focus, all right? I need you to go back up to the top and get into the garrison and get some medicine, some herbs, some potions. Get into the stores. Take the other two with you." Yeah, all right. And he turns and let's go. And they both start running away and make their way up the stairs on the other side of town. And kind of the other two guards like turn and draw their attention to you. The captain steps forward. We'll get medical help for this one as soon as we can. My name is Anya. I'm captain of the guard here. I'm so sorry that you were caught up in this. It wasn't your problem. We'll take care of this one. What are your names?
I'm Sintir.
It's good to meet you. I wish we could have met under more favorable circumstances.
Yeah, so do I.
I kind of looks up at the guard.
It's not anyone's. Well, it's the Gnoll's fault, I suppose. But what are Gnolls doing here?
We don't know. We've actually had to repel a number of raids, but they keep on growing in number and strength. The one that fought your, it kind of indicates to Ella, the one that did this. Never seen anything like that before.
That's not good.
Don't know what's happened. Maybe.
It seems like it's probably a symptom of something greater.
Have you heard from any of your other cities?
No, not at all. We sent word back to the capital to update them as to what was happening, but we're right on the periphery of the Empire. I mean, no, if they have received our notifications, and if they have received our letters, they haven't done anything about it yet. I'm just going to keep losing men at this rate. Again, if you hadn't been here, I don't know what would have happened. Why don't we find somewhere to sit down and just take a breather and...
I would love that.
Well, the nearest place is this tavern. It's a longer way to the...
I think this has been the best battle I've been in thus far.
You guys make your way into the Yappinator, and when you guys walk in, and like behind the bar is like Eirys, you'll notice this as you walk in, and Kyro as well. You notice the kind of glint as some candlelight reflects off of a scaled head that's obscured by the bar, and he kind of glances over. He sees that it's you, and he looks over. It's like, oh, thank God. When I heard the horns, I feared the worst. No one else is in the tavern. It seems that everybody just fled.
Understandable.
Trent gets up and walks around, and he sees that Yell, you're carrying Ella along with one of the guards, and you kind of lay her down on the table, and she's stable but still badly wounded. He looks, he's like, oh my goodness, Oh, god damn it, why must it be the nice ones?
Yeah.
He kind of cracks open, he turns around, and he, like, just starts pouring, and tankard after tankard gets poured. He's like, the drinks are on me, for God's sake, you all deserve this.
Nice.
And as you guys take a rest for a second, Anya, the captain, sort of sits down. It's like, well, I'm not sure how much we have to offer you, except for we'll consider the looting of the corpses to be a fair game. I think that's only fair. What brought you to town?
We're trying to get to that temple you all have.
The temple? You mean the temple at the top of the mountain?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you never told me why we're going there.
You never asked, and I don't need to tell you.
Well, I'm asking now.
Yeah, and I'm still not telling. I've already said that part.
Trent kind of like sees Ella staring a little on the
He-
table, and he kind of.
seems
None of your
confused
business.
Okay.
If I want to know why we're heading somewhere, I don't see what the big deal is.
Looks irritated.
All right, keep your
Trent kind of
secrets.
steps out of the room and goes into a back room. Trent returns a few seconds later with a vial, and he hands it to Yell, who's still behind the table. You're looking concernedly over at Ella. He says, "Pinch her nose and give her this."
Alright. How far are the instructions?
Roll a d4.
One.
Okay, Ella, you restore 3 hit points, and you groggily come to consciousness.
What happened?
Oh, thank God. Looks like
I
something
heard
did-
so much.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Oh, the Gnolls are dead.
Another Gnoll attack. I knew it.
Another Gnoll attack? How many have there been?
They said
God,
they
it
keep
looks-
coming in greater numbers.
They looks nervously at the captain, and Anya sighs. It's like, that was the third. They were never able to get through the doors before, but that was the biggest attack we've ever had from them. If it's true, I don't know what's happened. The first attack was about a month ago, and they are ferocious, and it's the
Do you
second
know
man
if
that I've
there's
lost.
anything here that they would want?
I've got no idea. What on earth would a rabid band of gnolls want with a mining town like this?
Unless
No,
they're
do you
being
have
directed
precious
by someone
metals
or
or something?
something.
Any idea where they're coming from?
Would you be willing to try it out?
I mean, we spend our entire time patching up the damage that they do on every one of their attacks. We haven't had the manpower or resources to send out any expeditions. I mean, it would make sense to locate where they are and try and figure out what they're doing and why they're doing it.
Lucky for you, you have a band of mercenaries right in front of you who'd do it for coin.
Speaking of coin, what is it that you mine?
Trinstone, well, as to whether or not you're mercenaries, you should head up to the stair to the first level of the town and talk to the mayor. He'll probably want to know about what's going on anyway, and he might be able to arrange some kind of contract. And with regards to what Trinstone mines, well, it's not really my business, but it's all manner of stone mostly, and then occasionally precious gemstones if only are found in the operation.
What I understand of gnolls, they wouldn't have any need for things like stone and gemstone.
Kyro shrugs. Maybe they just wanted to eat all the people here or something.
But there are places with more people, right?
Better guarded places.
True.
Anya sadly nods, and Arthur says, I don't understand. Even if this
They're
place is
they're
well
being
guarded.
they're either being opportunistic scavengers and going after people that aren't as easily that aren't as well protected as others, or
doesn't
they're
look
being
like he
directed
believes that.
here somehow.
Why? Arthur crops up. He says, "Why would Gnolls choose to attack a town with a massive wall and a huge barricaded door around it?" And Anya immediately looks up, just like, "Arthrin, we need to talk." Really, is this the right time? Is this really the right time? I told you to prevent yourself from getting into trouble. Listen,
Can I
you are
insight
not-
this?
you are not my mother. You are just my cousin, all right? You shouldn't be bothering me like this. If I choose to help, then that's my own choice. Arthur, for God's sake. Why? Listen, did any of you ask this one to get involved, Arthur, to get involved with you? Because we don't want you.
Not at all.
None of us asked him. I told him.
Never mind.
She kind of steps forwards towards you and is like, "Are you inciting my cousin to put himself in danger?"
I step forward, equal pace. I'm encouraging him to get involved.
Ooh.
Make an intimidation check.
Hmm.
I'm not being a part of this.
Oh, I have good intimidation, you guys. 19.
Can I insight to see what Eirys' motives are?
You can make an insight check.
Okay.
With regards to the intimidation, you're surprised because you felt like that was really delivered with impact. And she kind of like smirks and she says, "Listen here, you fucker. I've seen your kind before. You come into any town that you want, you take what you want, and then you leave. I'll bet the only reason that you killed these gnolls was to take the gold that they had on them. You sicken me. You fucking sicken me." And Arthur's like, whoa, Anya, for God's sake.
I put a hand up at Arthur. I didn't see your pretty cousin resisting.
Never mind, I don't need to insight anymore.
She glares at you. She glares at you. She glares at him. And like a penny drop moment happens, and she's just like, "Oh, for God's sake, Arthurian! For fuck's sake, Arthurian!" He's like, "What? What? What?" She's just like, she turns around, and she's like, "I'm gonna update the mayor about what the fuck's happened here. Jesus Christ, someone's died today." And she walks out and slams the door.
Fantasy Jesus.
I turn to Arthur and across my arms. Well, she seems nice.
And she's not your mom?
No, she's not my mother. Jesus Christ. No, she's not actually even my cousin. She's my second cousin. She's taken it upon herself to look after me while I'm here. The other guards kind of look around a bit nervously, and Arthur's just like, "Guys, just fuck off, all right? Just leave us to it." And they kind of like look amongst each other and then edge out of the room. One of them still like, yeah, they kind of go out and they're going to head up towards the second level of town.
Can Ella just sit up and cast Cure Wounds on herself?
Yes, you can. Make the dice roll, please. Trent kind of like
Come on, D8!
The downside of not knowing anything about healing.
Oh, don't mess with me, D8. Otherwise I'm throwing you out of the 7. Bad.
7 hit points of no, that's enough to like restore a lot of your strength. Actually, you were teetering like on the fringes of consciousness, really, upon the potion being forced down your gullet. But that makes you feel a lot better. It's still massively painful, and in many ways the pain intensifies because you come further into consciousness. But you feel physically stronger. You feel more physically able to deal.
She like jumps up and she goes, "Oh, my ow!"
Oh, there is a massive welt across your front, that's going to make a nasty scar along with the spider bite. Like, you're becoming a
Oh,
pretty...
flipping heck! She's covered in scars now.
Yeah. And like, there's actually a fold of flesh that moves as you jump.
Adventure
and
tool.
It's agonizing. And Trinstone is like, for God's sake, stop moving. You're going to really hurt yourself. You need to take it easy. You need to take some rest.
Okay. She just plonks herself like underneath the table. And just goes up.
Well, I suppose it goes without saying that you people can enjoy another night here on the house. I mean, regardless of the captain and regardless of what your motives are, even if it is only gold, you save the town.
And Cintier's like, honestly, I think there are much easier ways of making gold than this.
I'll drink to
I
that.
agree.
He raises one of the tankards that he's poured. There's one for each of you at the bar, and he raises one for himself. He's like, I'll drink to that.
Any battle where I don't die is a good battle.
Right. Arthrin. What? What is it, Trent? Is it true that you joined the fight? Well, yeah. Yeah, so what? Arthrin. What if I don't want to be fucking mollycoddled anymore? What if I don't want you and Anya fucking looking around your shoulder at me every single fucking time? What if I want to do something for myself?
Yell leans down to Ella and just... Ella.
Yeah, this is not my place to
Just-
get involved at all.
Just do it then, aren't you? Like, squints. Does he look? He looks like an adult, right?
Who?
Arthur. Like, he
Arthur,
looks like
he's
an
like
adult human.
He's adult human, but he's like we're talking early 20s, maybe even 20 years old. So not
Look
like
like
a
you're
young man.
older.
Sorry?
So you look like you're old enough
Old enough for what?
to like do whatever you want.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, this one gets it. It's like,
And
listen,
I'm like, well, to be fair, I don't think he's the best role model, but that's your decision, I guess.
Trent kind of like raises his hand. He's like, listen, we've all had a
Exasperated.
very, very emotional time. Somebody has died, and this one is literally covered in Gnoll blood. So I think we should just relax. Your temper is high, Arthrin, and you're saying things that you might regret.
Why
Trent,
don't you sit down and have a drink, man? Put the drink
Trent,
in
he
my-
held his own out there. We didn't help him. He did half the fight himself.
Looks slightly offended.
Is that true? Arthrin's like,
No.
well, I shot a couple of Gnolls. Listen, Arthrin, you can understand your cousin and Mai's position, can't you? Well, yeah. We just want to make sure that you're safe. I know. These people don't know. Well,
Don't know what?
it's not my place to say. Arthrin looks around, is like, well, on the journey from Farron's Tale to here, we ran into some trouble.
No.
Okay, that's not very specific at all. Like,
Are you
come
like
on.
the last of your line or something?
No.
He
I'm
has a
just-
second cousin, I hear.
Were you like born a weakling or something? Why are they coddling you?
Listen, the journey from Farron's Tale to Trinstone, that's a long way. It's across the entire empire. And after my father was made redundant by the ruling class there, and got kicked out as a servant, for some reason they chose to come to Trinstone with this stupid idea of making a new life for themselves. And he starts welling up, and he's like, fucking hell.
Ella gets
Yeah, go for it.
Ella gets up from underneath the table and goes up and hug.
Oh, fuck. All right. And he kind of lowers his hands. You're very short, so he kind of like moves his hands down and around your shoulders and sort of
slide a drink at him.
he kind of picks up the drink and he gives it a good old drink. And Trent's like, listen, we just don't want the destruction to carry on. He nods and with misty eyes he goes, I know, but I don't want to live the rest of my life just swinging a pickaxe, you know? That's understandable. They kind of look up at you, all of you, and it's like, what now?
I stand up.
I'm pretty sure
You know-
these ones need to sleep or something.
Yeah, should we take Kyro, what are you saying?
Well, he said, I'm pretty sure these ones need to sleep or something. Just kind of
Yes.
like indicates
It's still
the ones that sleep.
I think all of us could use a rest after today.
Yeah, I suppose I can accommodate that. I can make you a meal. It's still the morning, but you can take the rest of the day. You can take it easy. The danger's past. I'm sure the bell will, the horn will sound for all clear within the hour. I'd
Anybody
imagine.
here who makes trips to that temple or whatever?
Not really. Obviously, the first stage of your journey is to head up to the upper level of town. That's only half an hour or so up the first stair. The second stair is where things get a bit more treacherous. You go up the first stair onto the first
That's
level.
where the frost troll is.
I mean, I wouldn't know about trolls.
No,
but there can be
I
dangerous
didn't say
creatures.
that. I didn't say that.
It's almost as if you're referencing something else. I'm not sure what you mean, but yes, the first level of town is where you want to go to first. And while you're there, there's a blacksmith up there. You may want to, go shopping if you have any spare gold. But anyway, it's also where the town hall is. That's where the mayor's office resides, and he'll want to know more. I'm sure that the captain's already making her way up there now. But you can stay here if you like. You can head up there. You can. It's honestly up to you. I think Arthrin here and I have some peace to make and some things to talk about.
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to this mayor guy.
Okay. What was your name that I gave you? So, Dysfunctionals. The haze is cleared. There's a small number of guards banging on the houses, on the doors of houses, to set up an emergency barricade over where the gate is. The individuals in the town who barricade themselves into their homes start making their way out, and out of the big top of the circus, a pair of horns and a purple tiefling covered in peacock tattoos and a long, thin purple coat steps out.
I'm staying in the tavern, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm making. Is this for me as I'm going towards the mayor?
Yeah, you can make your way out and you can head up the stairs. It's a half-hour walk. What would
And
everybody else like to do?
And this tiefling comes out.
Your perception is good enough to spot like a number of figures moving around the circus tents. They're actually making some preparation for a festival of some kind, it seems. There's a garland hung around between the tents and amidst the tents, and a big top tent set up to herald some kind of performance. But you head to the left of that and head up the stair if you like. Is anyone going with Kyro?
I'm staying in the bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay just purely because I need to rest.
Yeah.
Trent sets up a platter of assorted meats and breads and cheeses. It's crude, but it's functional, and you guys won't have to worry about food for the day. He'll feed you. So it's just Kyro?
Yeah, I
I'd
think
like
so.
to
I'm good.
walk up to Trin at the bar.
How's it going?
You know, birds are safest in their nests, but that's not what their wings are made for. And I just walk out.
Poetic.
And I go to the stables and check if my horse is still alive.
If you go to the left of the building, there's
Did you just say a ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are for, but like
Basically,
in different
yeah.
words?
I mean, it's a common sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the building to the immediate left on the map is I'm going to say that's a stable. It's not clearly a stable, but like, it's I don't know. It'll count. You head inside. I'm going to say. Can I say, just for a bit of a retcon, because we forgot that you had the horse with you?
I'm happy to pay gold for keeping it there retrospectively.
Yeah, so it's
Cool.
it's
Wait, how much gold do I actually
You
have?
should get it for free.
it's a silver piece per day, so it's not much.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
But-
been, what, one day so far? One night?
It's been one night and the next morning so far, so you're still on your first day. But
Okay.
yeah, the dappled. What did you call your
Done.
horse?
Orion.
Yeah, Orion is there. It's you walk in through the left-hand side where a big double door is open. You walk in not first on the right, not second on the right. It's fifth on the right. A little kind of like stable kind of section that's been partitioned off for the horse, for each individual horse. And you run your hand over his hair, and there's a brush on the side. You pick it up. You decide to start running over it and just let the events of the morning run through your mind. Make a religion check.
Oh my god. Okay. Eirys isn't religious, but she just rolled a natural heckin' 20.
Nice!
Is that even
Oh,
about?
days.
I am a messenger of God. Fear me.
I become a prophet, you guys.
Oh man, Eirys was already cool
You
kid.
suddenly remember that religious studies major that you forgot about. And...
Yeah. Oh my god, how did I forget that? That was literally like 3 years of my life.
Just give me a sec.
Mm.
Like the cool kids. Like the cool kids.
I promise you I thought of the name and now I've forgotten it, so I'm just gonna Google.
That's cool.
I wish the cool kids.
No.
Yeah, we see
Oh God! I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go back and talk about this in a second.
That's fine.
Kyro,
I'm just
talk
grooming him.
about where are you going now?
Oh, I mean, he's still heading to wherever the mayor is.
You see the stair. It kind of stretches out before you. It's fairly wide at the base, but then it kind of narrows as it goes further up, and you can
Lots
see
of stairs in this
as
city.
you walk up, it opens out to a second sort of layer, a second sort of level, sort of almost like a circle, quite large enough to house 4 significantly large buildings. One of which appears to be some kind of town centre, one of which is a garrison, a barracks of some kind, and another which has a large chimney that smoke is pouring out of, a blacksmith. Yeah, and a 4th building behind the town centre appears to be a kind of lodging, and it's only once you approach that you realise there's a number of other houses behind there. That's almost like a little circle for like the ruling class of this town, apparently.
Alright. Should I make the guess that the mayor is in the gathering town center place?
Seems a good place to start as any.
Alright, I'll go in there. Also, if I happen to hear any noise that would indicate that the captain is around and shouting.
Oh yeah, as you walk in, you do hear the voice of Anya.
Perfect, I'm in the right place.
And you walk through to a relatively large hall that you can tell is maybe used for like events, but also at the far side on like a slightly raised stage end is a very long table perhaps used for like formal dinners, and on one side of it is sat a
Okay.
very, very short human, or is it a very, very tall dwarf? It's difficult to tell. With a let me look this up. Yeah,
I'm gonna
with a-
bet tall dwarf.
okay.
Hey,
He does have a beard. He has kind of half moon spectacles on, brown beard, but bald, and he's dressed in sort of fine, ornate, almost like satin, velvet, sort of well-decorated clothing, and he's kind of sat, obviously having just been in the middle of a meal, but he's like looking a little bit gaunt and a little bit pale, as if he hasn't done much moving, as Anya has been throwing everything that's just been happening at him. And they both look around as you step in. Mayor Plainstrode, this is one of the individuals I was talking to you about. And the individual...
A nod.
The individual stands up and doesn't gain much height in the process. He steps forward. He's like, "Oh well, okay, well, yes. Hi, hello. Thank you for your swift assistance. I've been told that you are one of a party." And he's like, "Yeah, but where are the rest of your group?"
They're recovering from, their many wounds and such, he says.
He kind of looks at you up and down. He's like, "So, well, none of that is your blood."
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, I must be honest. I mean, wait, is that, Captain, is that a drow? Yes.
Oh.
It appears to be a drow. I'm inclined to trust him for
I'll put
now.
a hand on the hilt. I'll take it off.
She kind of edges in front of the mayor and gives you a kind of discerning and arrow-eyed look, and it's like, "Listen, I know that you've just majorly helped out this town. Can we trust you?"
That doesn't mean we're not going to be a little racist at you anyway.
Shh, it's fine.
Can we trust you?
I need more specific.
To not sneak into the houses of the innocent civilians of this town in the night and slaughter them in their sleep.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because drow do that.
Right.
Yeah, so do humans, dipshit. Like,
You're not here.
I'm
shut
not
up.
here. But like,
Go
Please
home.
excuse us, we're dysfunctional.
But yeah, and he's just like, sure. I mean, I'm good.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. I'm not trying to persuade them that I'm good. I'm trying to just say that, like, I don't need to go into people's houses and slaughter them in their sleep.
Make a persuasion roll.
like,
Alright. That's not
do
something
that while they're
I'm good
awake.
at.
Yeah,
Persuasion is a +2.
that's Wednesday's plans.
13! I did averagely.
She kind of like, she doesn't really move and keeps herself in the way of you and the mayor. It's like,
That's fine, I seem unaffected.
is there a reason why you've come here?
Yeah, we're traveling to that temple that's up the mountain.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure if you were to ask in the general store beside the stables, or maybe at Delvin's blacksmith next door, you can get any provisions that you need.
You know, it's...
And the mayor
Also,
goes, yeah.
Our leader wanted me to offer you our services with all these kobold attacks and whatever you're dealing with in the future. Sorry, Gnolls. Right.
The mayor kind of like leans forward and goes, "You know, it's true, Captain. That we have had, what was that? The fourth?" She kind of quietly is like, "It was the third." Right. Yes, the third Gnoll attack. In like a week. No, Mayor Plainstrode, it was in the last month. Yes, exactly, the last month. Yes. Well, maybe we could consider hiring these able individuals with talents and skills in killing gnolls to perhaps, find out where they are. Yeah, I suppose that would make sense. Do we have the money for that? Well,
we could possibly consider goods and/or services.
That's good to know. I'll tell you what. If you sort out your arrangements, I'm sure that I might be able to speak to the treasurer and figure out how we could make this work.
All right, we'll meet again when we come back down from the mountain. I also had a question. Have you received any information from any of your other cities or towns in the area about these attacks happening to them, or is it just this place?
Anya kind of shifts, and again, her eyes narrow. She's... Why are you so interested?
Well, if they're attacking just this place, then there's probably some sort of reason for that.
As I said down at the gate, there may well be a reason. It's just that we don't know it. It would make sense. Maybe something has changed in the last month, but I don't know.
All right. Well, I'll be seeing you then.
All right. And as you kind of step
go
away...
back to the...
Okay. So that takes the journey up, and then journey back down takes an hour. So it's about an hour and 5 minutes of walking around.
I presume the people in the tavern do some stuff. And then I arrive.
Yep. So I'm going to say Eirys.
Just let me know when I get back.
Yeah, sure. In the meantime, Eirys, you're kind of stroking the horse, and you feel a definite presence, and it's almost tempting you to get on the horse and just ride away and just leave all of this behind. It's far too dangerous. It's far too mixed up in things that you don't know that you care about or that are even going to be safe for you. And just as you're almost going to get back up onto the horse and ride away, just as you act on it, another feeling comes in. And this is a feeling that you're not used to. It's a feeling of, if you hadn't been here, this town would have been slaughtered. If you hadn't been here today, everyone around you would be dead. And then you feel from that a feeling of, no, if I have the power, if this strange, crazy group that I've got has the power to make that kind of a change, then you're duty bound to do everything you can. And just as soon as you have that revelation, stop.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
meanwhile, back at the bar, Ella and Yell, you're there. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
First of all, Ella's going to just get up and just give Yell a massive hug and a kiss on the cheek. Says thank you to him.
Yay.
You would have done the same for me.
Aw.
Yeah.
Where she was like, no, I wouldn't.
Nah.
That would probably be not Ella.
That'd be messed up.
So, are we placing any bets on Arthrin and his cousin?
Oh, do you reckon they'd
Oh,
try
I
and kill
think
each
you're
other
better
too?
without me.
Possibly. I mean,
Oh.
no, going at it.
That is true. And family drama is pretty big around here. You
It
seem to
is.
attract it.
Yeah, we do, weirdly.
Maybe we're the cool kids that cause all the family drama.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're so cool.
We are the coolest.
Oh yeah.
Did you see your
Like-
guide boat out there? It literally blew up with light.
I know. I mean, oh, not bad. I was pretty impressed with that.
You fucking blew up a Gnoll! That's more than impressive.
I really did blow up an old, didn't
I will drink to that.
I?
I'll drink to that as well. Here's to gnomes blowing up gnolls.
When I'm done, I'd like to walk back into the bar
Yeah.
and, for the first time, actually grab one of the drinks at the bar and take a drink.
Well, look at that.
Yay!
We really are one of the cool kids.
Finally!
I've seen everything.
That'll help
now.
with the pain.
I was over in the stable and I felt something.
You have the capacity to feel?
I
I
had
mean, what did you
Felt
feel?
something?
I don't know. I just,
Sintier looks interested.
I was just feeling it. It's fucking weird. And I drink.
So fucking weird. You know, I can't remember my drink.
You have some sort of
Arthrin's
epiphany.
Arthrin's had
such a weird thing to ask.
Arthrin's made his way to his regular table, which is on the front right of the bar, as in go into the bar, turn right, and it's in the corner there. And he kind of raises a tankard and he just goes, "Here's to having fucking feelings."
What an appropriate person to say that.
I walk over and sit opposite Arthrin.
Oh my god, she's sitting next to people too.
He's
I glare at yell as I walk past.
as you
Ella,
walk.
I think we may have died and gone into an upside down.
I think we have. I'm a little bit worried.
Shit.
Have I
That's why
arrived
we're the
yet,
cool-
or am I still en route?
You're en route. I'm afraid it was a while.
It's alright, I'm just checking.
You did
And,
good.
and
You did good.
Sintier's like, if this
I
is
know.
the afterlife, then I've been lied to.
Hey,
By multiple people.
Could be worse.
Could it really? You just almost got
Pretty
killed
sure
by
this
like
is
a band of gnolls.
I mean, she almost got killed. That's the key word in that sentence.
Almost, exactly. Almost. I'm breathing. I'm standing up. Oh no.
We need more optimists in this town. We need more optimists in this town. Has Trent learned your name?
Why do you need more people? Why
I
do
don't
you need more
think
people
so.
that give people glasses?
I think Trent knows Ella's name because she introduced herself.
We need more.
I don't even think Arthur knows Eirys' name yet. I don't think anyone apart from like us know my name.
Kind of,
Yeah.
As you're Eirys, as you're walking up to Arthrin, you can see passive perception is so high for you. You see that he was moving his hand underneath the chair, perhaps to grasp something, and as he sees you,
Gross.
he kind of looks up and kind of like moves suddenly away. It's like, oh, yeah, hi.
What's that you've got there?
It's, no, nothing.
I just stare at him.
Yak.
Make an intimidation check.
Intimidation is how you guys, and that was a good roll. What's my intimidation again? Okay, 21.
Holy crap! Okay, he kind of like looks at you. It's like, all right. Don't tell any of the others, okay? But
Mm.
this is my favorite. This is my favorite seat. Like, I must sit here every time I come to this bar. It's weird, I know. It's fucking weird, but like, I just have to, okay? He reaches underneath the chair and he pulls out from a hidden compartment that apparently only he can reach a bag. And he opens the bag. and there are
Is it weird?
2 platinum pieces inside,
Oh.
and
Oh, wow.
gemstone.
I
Well, good on
lean
I
in.
thought he was going to pull out
and-
drugs.
I also
Do
thought
you
it
want
was
some
weird.
cocaine?
I got
I,
some fantasy coke.
I lean over and just between the two of us, too quiet for anyone else. Why don't you keep that in your house?
This is where we used to come.
Oh.
Oh.
Your family.
Yeah. When we were visiting, like, you know, used to be a thing every year.
How did they die?
He winces a little bit. It was crazy, haggard old women that attacked the caravan while we were on the road. And they were casting these weird, fucked up magics.
Well, dang.
Hags?
And
Sounds like it.
it looked like they
And
aged mother to dust in seconds.
yeah, that sounds like hags.
How did you survive?
How does any of us survive? I ran.
You ran?
I ran.
Hmm.
That's why I didn't have anywhere else to go. I just kept on the road. I got in a few scrapes with some wolves. I figured, fuck it. It doesn't even matter anyway, but if I die, I die. And if I get to Trinstone, I get to Trinstone. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. And I moved in. I've been swinging a pickaxe ever since.
But you made it. And that speaks volumes of you.
He kind of looks up and he makes eye contact that is very misty-eyed, but it's not wavering. And he kind of
For
says,
the first time, I smile. But only so he can see it, no one else.
Oh!
And
I'm so bitter.
and Cintier's like, well, that's a lot better than I did when I first got to the surface.
You guys can't hear this.
Yeah, dude. They're whispering.
I mean,
Oh,
But
Roll
there's
a
two shady
roll-
people in the corner.
Roll a
Sorry,
perception.
I
Yeah.
didn't-
We're exchanging drugs, okay?
Sit-
For all you know.
It's
Roll a
fine, I'm not
perce-
gonna comment
you
if it's a
can-
private
you can-
conversation.
You could roll a perception check if you must.
That's true to lip read.
No.
Exactly. You can try and see if you can figure out what's going on over there.
You can
just try and-
eavesdrop on their private
I'm not gonna
conversation.
eavesdrop.
You,
Alright.
Yeah, you're learning of the history of the Dragonborn clans from Trint at this time, and you just can't tear yourself away. So, meanwhile, Eirys and Arthur, yeah, he's like
Alice
making eye
and
contact. He like his eyes widen as you smile. He's like, oh my god, you do. It's true. You do have feelings.
Keep your fucking noise down.
You have feelings. You have feelings. And he
How
raises his
dare
voice.
you?
I pull out my dagger and just slam it into the wood in front of him.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Okay. All right.
shut
I'm
up.
having a very fucking emotional day today, okay?
Can I? How long
That's
does
alright.
it take?
I feel the same way.
Well,
What?
just so you know, you're not the only one who ran.
I have a feeling that if I was to ask more, you'd give me a vague, nondescript answer. So, Ranger,
Probably right.
we'll talk about this later,
Yeah.
alright? You
Well,
know,
to do that, you'll have to come with us up to the mountain, you know.
I think I will.
But before that, we really need to sort you out some proper gear.
Well, this. He kind of looks at you, kind of like. He kind of on the table actually is where he's put his bow, and your dagger has kind of pierced the space between the bow and the string, and he kind of like looks at the bow. He's like, well, Yeah. It's pretty shit. There's a blacksmith up on the first level of town. I mean, most people who work in the mines don't normally go there. They normally break off to one of the mines on the way up. But
Well, you're not a mine worker anymore. You're a rogue, remember?
I don't know what it is that you do, and I don't know who the hell you even are.
I'm Eirys, by the way. Probably should have started with that rather than a dagger to your throat. By the way, I'm kind of sorry that the night we met, I cut your face and was kind of a shit to you. It's nothing personal. I just have issues.
He is.
That's
looking
like the most
completely
open,
bemused.
honest thing I've ever heard her say.
Yeah. he has a wry smile that's kind of half open mouth and eyes that are narrowed.
Everything.
He just kind of goes, I will come with you, and I promise you I'm gonna figure you out.
That may take some time,
Sounds
rogue
like
boy.
a threat.
You can call me a rogue all you want, but by the blood of my father, I'm not one.
Sure thing, pretty boy. And I get up and leave. I walk out.
Oh man!
And
How come he gets to be one of the cool kids and he's barely been here?
You're like, he hasn't even tried. Come on.
Ow!
We've been trying for days.
I like him.
We've died multiple times, and he gets to be one of the fucking kids.
if no one else has anything else to do, does anyone else have anything else they want to finish with?
Can Ella turn to I'm really sorry I forgot today. The paladin. Sorry.
Frontier?
Cynthia, sorry.
Don't worry.
And she holds out her hand and says, don't think we're being introduced properly. I'm Ella. What's your name?
Hello, I'm Cynthia. It's nice to meet you, Ella.
Nice to meet you too.
It's funny that we've been traveling so long and didn't actually introduce ourselves to each other.
That
No.
is why we are dysfunctional.
Trinton leans over, grabs a hunk of bread, and it's like, you guys have literally bled into each other's veins and you don't know each other's names?
As I said yesterday,
We're
dysfunctional.
not...
Oh my god, that description.
Yeah, I think
What's
that's
gonna be
probably an accurate way of describing us.
Well, we got a bit distracted with things. So
Knowing
you're
things is better than names.
I mean, he was just following this group because Kyro's here.
so you're Kyro's father.
Yes, it's a bit of a long story. I'm not sure how much is prudent to tell.
I get the sense he's not happy with you.
Oh no. I don't blame him, honestly. I wasn't a very good father to him.
Oh,
Well,
how come?
things are different in the Underdark. I half want to blame it just on our culture, but it was a very different place down there. You live each day not knowing if you're going to live or die at the hands of some woman who decides that she's upset at you for some reason and she wants to kill something. So there's a lot of things you have to teach your sons to defend themselves and to defend their own. I don't want to get into the details of what all I did, but I was very harsh to him, and I was not a loving parent, and I'd never really been taught that being kind to people was ever a good thing or beneficial to anyone. Kindness is
Okay.
considered a flaw down there, something that other people can take advantage of.
Right. Almost like a weakness.
Yes. I don't believe that anymore, but that's the kind of culture we grew up with. And that's what I'd been taught, and that's what I taught my son in various ways, was to never trust anyone, to always expect that when someone is kind to you, they're looking for something from you.
Okay. That is something. That's
So I know he's very rude, but he doesn't know any better.
oh, I don't
Yeah.
take it hard. I
And
got tough.
and it took me a while to be any different too. I originally came here. I was in a raiding party, like what all the humans here think Drow do all the time. I was that. I was supposed to raid a village and take any able-bodied people as slaves, and to take any of their valuables back down to fill the coffers of our mistresses. But at some point, I was traveling alongside a cliff that was near a river, and I fell in, and my companions must have left me for dead. And I
Companion.
was instead found by a group that follows Eirys. She's the daughter of the goddess that we follow down there, and she
Oh.
tries to encourage a different way for the Drow.
Oh, okay. So you're a holy person then?
Yeah, I've served the Lady of the Moon now.
Oh. Well, it's nice to
I
meet
mean,
you.
it's the least I can do. She and her followers taught me about kindness and stuff. If I hadn't met them, I would be living a completely miserable life and completely unaware that I was miserable.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad they found you. I'm glad you've been taught that kindness is good.
Now, if only I could teach my son that now. Except I seem to have drilled in the opposite to him.
Give it time. You haven't seen each other for a while.
I know. It's kind of upsetting. He reminds me of myself in a lot of ways. Just not in ways I would like.
I think every parent sees that, don't they?
Well, if that's true, then well, enough of that. I don't want to burden you with my parental woes.
I don't mind.
Well,
Hey,
you're
if you ever need
strange.
to... I'm a rock gnome. We're all strange.
I'll have to take your word for it.
But if you ever need someone to talk to,
I love gnomes.
you know where I am.
Thanks.
Cheers.
That was the best. That was just the best, guys. That was just the best.
Isn't it nice when the player characters talk to each other? It is. Yes.
Oh my god. Does anyone else have anything else they want to do? The door opens and Kyro walks in as you guys finish your...
Did I run into Eirys though? Didn't she leave? I don't know. I'm looking for her.
Oh, I see. Did Eirys leave the building?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kyro, as Eirys
Yeah,
leaves the building, you meet outside the circus tents.
Oh, convenient.
Is there anything you want to say to each other, or are you going to walk past each other?
Oh no, I'll stop her. talked to the mayor person.
Oh. And he's going to
Said,
pay us to find these gnolls.
Well, after we come down from the temple, we can work something out with him.
Okay,
Not
should pay
sure
well.
if they have much money.
Oh. That is a shame.
He shrugs.
Well, maybe the gnolls do. Maybe that'll make up for it. And we can always trade in goods and services as well as money.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Favors can be worth more than you'd expect.
Oh. Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Okay.
Great, we'll pitch it to the others then.
You're
Check when
heading
we get back
somewhere.
from the temple. I needed some fresh air.
All right.
Loiters awkwardly.
I'm going to draw it back into the tavern. And,
Aw.
did you guys have anything else you wanted to say to each other? You went quite quiet.
Oh, I was going to ask about that guy.
Arthur? What about him?
That's his name.
Yes, his name's Arthur.
Where did he come from?
He came from Farinloth. I think he was being quite honest. I had a blade to his throat at the time. Oh, we actually met the other night. Now I think about it, today was probably the first time you met him.
Yep. He came in and shot some gnolls, which was useful.
Last night he was sleazing on me from across the bar, so I threatened him with my knife.
Appropriate.
And yeah,
Appropriate.
I got some information from him.
In
It's
the
from Farinloth.
background, Cynthier's like, no, it's not!
That's not how I raised you.
That
No,
is
it
how he raised me.
No, it is 100% how he raised me.
I got some information from him. He seems
Hmm.
fine. A little bit confused. I feel like he's needs to find himself. But I'm bringing him along with us because why not?
Right. Okay. I'll see you later then.
See you soon.
He goes back to the tavern.
The door opens and you walk in just as Ella and Cynthia are finishing their discussion, unbeknownst to you, about you. And they look up and see you walk in.
Ella does a big grin and waves.
Suspicious.
I just raise an eyebrow and I'm gonna grab 2 drinks. And I'm gonna look around.
Make a perception check.
Alright. Nine. I'm gonna just take 10. I'm just looking
Yeah,
normally.
Arthur's in the corner, in a position at that table where he looks very comfortable, almost to the point where you suspect this distracts you from seeing anything else in the room. You suspect that Arthur has an ass groove in that seat.
Just for his ass.
Just for him, it's a special ass groove.
Alright.
Yeah, but other than that, if no one else has anything to do,
Kyro's gonna head over there and set the drink down in front of him. And also just take a sip from the other one.
oh thanks. I just finished my other one. That was perfect timing. Can I help you?
Wait, what were you gonna do though, James?
Oh,
Why?
I'm wrapping up the session. If anyone else needs to do anything, then I'll just wrap it
Oh
up.
shoot. Should we wrap it up then?
After if you're done, I'm gonna say that's where we're gonna leave it for today. What I will ask is,
'Cause I could just pick it back up later.
Yeah, we can just pick it up from here. But what I will say is, for the sake of what we'll say, the rest of the day you guys spend resting, recuperating, with the basic kind of medicine that comes down from the barracks eventually. Ella, you're going to be fine. You do have a pretty wicked scar again across your front. The magics and the potions that are applied are enough to heal you up, but it's, yeah, another pretty nasty one.
He's collecting them now.
Yeah. Does
You're becoming a
else
tally
feel-
chart.
How many big fights have we had?
Oh, it's time around.
Get naked, Ella!
Oh, wow.
What?
That is not what I meant. Yeah. Do you guys want... I mean, I'm trying to guide you in
Dole
a...
out our loots and
I-
EXPs?
Yeah.
If it's
yeah.
okay, if during that day I would have taken those 2 potions to get checked out, and I would have bought some more rations because I'm running too low to be going up a mountain.
Okay,
Oh,
we can-
Kyro is wanting to essentially assess the new party member.
Okay. Make an
So I
insight
got
check.
it. So-
You can make an insight
Okay.
check. I'll say that rations wise,
Mhm.
there's a general store beside the stables, and
Oh, I'll get my. I rolled a 17 to get my arrows back from those gnolls as well.
how many did you fire today? Did you really keep in count?
3.
You
Oh wait, no.
recover-
Then I fired another 2 at the other gnoll, so
okay,
5.
So you'll recover 4 out of those 5.
Okay. Got it.
Let's take a look at this. Rations, please. It's 5 silver pieces per package that will last a day. How many do you want to buy?
5 silver pieces for a day.
Mhm.
And then where's my rations? LMNOPQR. There we go. I'd like to buy at least 8, please.
8.
Actually, how many? I've got 13 silver. Can I just get 13?
13 packs. I'll
Was
say
that
that
13 days?
13 days worth of rations. That is 6 gold, 5 copper, and you spend the day popping in and out as they prepare those packs because it's
Run them out of business.
yeah, basically they just like spend a while preparing each package, little paper package for you that will last a day. So yeah, that's easy enough for you to do. Your horse is fine.
Okay.
If you want to keep your horse there, you need to pay another silver piece.
I will. Can I pay for? How long do we think it's going to take to get up the mountain?
That's a tricky one. You might want to pay for extra days and claim them back later. They say that they can arrange that for you.
I'll pay for another 3 days for now.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'll pay for a week for now, but claim back if I need it.
Okay, that's yeah.
7 silver, right?
pieces. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's fine. And did someone say loot? Does someone want to make an investigation check for looting the bodies?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so roll with advantage because you have Kyro helping you.
I rolled 16. I didn't add anything. Oh wait, investigation, right?
Yes.
So 16 plus 3, so 19.
Oh, that's good. It seems that what Cynthia said earlier was actually quite insightful. It appears that these gnolls have been plundering for a while as quite a large warband. They are carrying, with that roll... Okay, where am I?
I presume we'll just split this in half amongst us.
You are carrying... You find 95 gold pieces amongst all the bodies. There's a load of gold pieces on the pack lord.
Alright.
As well as that,
Yeah,
each of
what
them-
use do they have in gold though? Like they're gnolls. They just kill stuff. That's what they do.
47 is half and 0.5, which
You
will
can
be...
round yours up to 48. I'll take the 47.
You sure? Oh, thank you. I'm not very good at math.
It's faster.
So
What's
yeah.
a gold among friends?
That's... Oh, Eirys has friends now!
I see how it is.
Okay, in that case, when that exchange is given, Eirys gives you another nod of approval. I'm like, brownie point nod.
Good,
So
good.
you-
I need those.
You've killed in total 10 gnolls and 1 gnoll packlord. Each of those gnolls has a spear and a longbow. Each of the gnoll packlord has a glaive, like a vicious curved spear with a huge blade on one end, and a longbow
I
as well.
wanna.
But these are crude.
Are
these
they
like
double? Are they double glaives or just regular
just a
glaives?
single glaive, like a massive
Hmm.
blade on one end
Regular
of the stick.
glaive, regular glaive.
Alright.
Regular glaive.
We could probably take these to the blacksmith and sell them.
And split the gold.
Sure.
I'm game.
Seems good.
Okay, so you acquire 10 gnoll spears, 11 gnoll longbows, and a gnoll glaive. That's a
Alright.
lot of stuff. You
So
would need
11
to,
no longbows. And what was the last thing?
a glaive.
Ah, yes, one glaive.
GLA.
Evil glaive.
If you write them down, but we'll assume that we're each taking
Yeah,
away, and just to save us splitting everything in half.
I've taken note. We can split the gold once we actually sell them.
What you end
Deal.
up doing is you're arranging all of those weapons and leaning them against the wall of the aberrant eye, in the hope that
Yeah.
your companions will be willing to split the carrying of that, because that's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. Yeah,
I guess we'll probably have to give them something.
that's cool.
Anyway,
Some pocket money, I guess.
if you if that's the last issue of business of the day, that's where we'll leave it.
He did still wanna, like, just get to know this new party member, I guess.
Okay, make an insight check.
He got an 11, and he's just gonna ask, like, questions like, so, you're good with a bow, huh?
Yeah, I got a lot of practice, I guess, while I was growing
How long
up.
you've been doing that for? Etc.
You learn with that insight roll, you learn that he grew up not in Farin's Lath, but Farin's Tail, which is a small village north
I
of
wrote
Farin
it
Lath.
down wrong.
And that it's almost like, a small village on the outskirts of Farin's Lath, so it's not too far away. So if you were to tell you that he was from Farin Lath, like it would basically be right, But it was a small village called Farin's Tail. He learned how to shoot from childhood. His father taught him. He doesn't talk too much about his family. It's quite a painful subject for him.
That's fun.
But yeah, he travelled over here. He's been working in the mines ever since.
So what made you interested in joining us?
I've just been swept along. Climbing the mountain sounds like fun, and I'm just getting bored of swinging a pickaxe around. Really.
Alright,
Anyway,
see you later.
thanks for the drink.
If there's a point.
End of the day.
That's where we'll finish it.
If there's,
Oh yes.
I was going to say, if there's just a point where during the day, I would like to ask a favor of Ella.
Yeah. Shoot.
Well, we've had a lot of tough fights, and I made a promise that I'm starting to get worried on keep.
Okay.
Yell pulls out from one of his shirt pockets a small
Yeah.
silver chain.
Okay.
They're letters of Infernal, but he doesn't mention them.
Okay. Which
This belonged to my father, and when he died, I promised I'd take it round to show him the way. If I die, I'd like you to take it and carry on, if you don't mind.
of course.
Wow. Touching.
Certainly.
Thank you.
But you're not gonna die if I have any.
With
She
you
looks
around,
him
I'm
in
sure
the
I
eye rather sternly.
will. That is the angriest I've ever seen,
Quick question.
and I am quite scared. I will try not to die.
She backs away and then smiles.
Quick question, DM.
Yeah.
Was Kyro able to discern the sincerity of Arthrin's stuff?
Stop.
If not, he's just going to not believe him.
I mean, he.
That's his default.
It was hard to get a read upon. You feel like the amount of detail that he went into. He's either rehearsed this story an awful lot, or it's true.
Okay. He suspects his motives. The end.
Okay. That's where we'll leave it today.
How
well
many
done,
XPs
guys.
did we get?
You
Oh
killed,
yeah, XP.
You killed 10 gnolls, 4 wolves,
And a Gnoll Lord.
and a gnoll pack lord. So let's just do some maths. Well done for surviving a brutal gnollish onslaught. including
Thank
but not
you.
limited
It
to
was fun.
almost killing 2 of you. Well done.
Yeah.
Well played.
I didn't almost get
and
killed at all.
If this ever gets on the internet, hi mum. See you later, guys.
Bye. Thank you so much for today.
Durr!
Dun, dun.
Durr!